early. It's 11:58. Oh, 11:59. It's 11:59. Look at us.
Look at that. You are punctual.
Yeah, something like that. God, how's your day been, brother?
It's been good. Bruins had a trade.
Yeah, they did things. We did things. I can't wait to talk about that one just because there's a player that we both so severely hate. That's part of it. But it's fine. It'll be fine,
It's
right?
fine. It's fine. Hang on a second. What we're gonna do here is I'm gonna put out the all points bulletin for people to join us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gotta do the tweets and the things and the.
Well, I can't do the tweets, but I can do the Discord.
That's true too. I should probably tell the Discord.
Yeah, you should probably do that. That should probably be a thing that you do.
R.I.P. Jackson Edward. All right, there we go. Oh
He
crap!
didn't die.
Okay.
He's just, oh, whoa!
Well, the chat's working.
I like it.
Yeah. See, AJ gets it. We're early. What's going on? Oh my gosh, there's already so many names. Why are they all in blue? This is.
It's so bad for the. It's so bad for the color scheme.
Well, then we're just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Make it a little bigger because we're old. Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Mike? Wolf Warrior, Doyle, Rob Shot, Jared. There's too many names. Thinkum. Wait. Oh, I know who that is. Tia. Yeah, it's a trade for sure. Let's talk about it. All right, there's people already in the chat. Let's talk about this trade. Let's do it.
All right. So it is Jackson Edward, who we love. Do we? Do we love Jackson Edward?
He's a fun. What's the word for that? He's commodity. He's just a fun little asset. I don't know. He's probably never really doing anything, but like, I just like it. I like the guy.
I've ever read in my life.
Yeah.
Is violent.
Is violent. And it's like, it truly is just the defining factor. Anyway, so Jackson Edward is gone.
Jackson Edward's gone, as is your boy, specifically your boy, Brett Harrison.
Brett Harrison. One of the most hated Bruins prospects ever. Ever. I despise that player. I'm so glad he's gone. I'm so glad I never have to have another conversation about him because he won't be in the NHL. I'll never have to worry about that. The guy doesn't. You want to talk about Liesel not giving a shit? This guy doesn't give a shit ever. Hell of a shot, though. My God. Yeah, hell of a shot.
It's the only thing he can do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only thing he can do. And if he was willing to skate, there might be more that he would do, but no. Nope, just coasts around. William, this deadline is boring. Yeah, I'm with you on that. So far, it's not crazy. We'll see. So Andrew's having some stuff with his internet, so we're gonna hopefully see that get sorted out as he gets frozen on my screen here. How you doing, buddy? You back?
Yeah.
Might need to reset. Try to give it an old reset, brother. Come back on. Rip Brett, yeah. Okay, I think
I'm good.
Okay, he thinks he's good. All right. Oh, the Magic Crowley sweater. Shit! Give me a second.
Oh shit, he's leaving me to my own devices. Hey guys, how are you? What is up? Trade for Moritz Seider, I agree. Can I interest you in a slightly used Falk for like peak and a first signed for a panicking Blues fan? Absolutely not. Deadline was never going to be as wild as last season. No, I think we're gonna definitely talk about it. It's all boring until Middlestat gets you a first.
I mean, that's an ideal scenario, right?
Yeah. An ideal scenario.
I'm sorry. Some of these chats, there's some good ones in there. Yeah, I got my Corrali on. We're good to go. We're back. Can't believe John Carlson got traded. I fucking called that. It wasn't John Carlson though, so I didn't really call it. But I was, God, during the mailbag, someone had asked about some teams that like would surprise people. I knew that the Ducks were going to go get somebody on the defensive end that was a big time name. I friggin' knew it.
Did you think it was going to be? You didn't think it was going to be Carlson? No way, right?
No, I thought it was going to be like Dougie. I mean, Parayko was a possibility. There was another name that I had there on the defensive end. Can't think of it though. But yeah, I was really leaning Dougie for them.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm surprised.
Hey, guys,
I'm surprised.
What are we doing here? Hold on, dude. What? Are we serious? Can we not with the fucking politics stuff? I mean, what are we doing? Thank you, Jesus. We're gonna, I guess. Jesus Christ. And goodbye. Jesus, what a fucking.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, there we go. Blocked it. Sorry, guys. What the hell is wrong with people? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, what we were even talking about again.
Jackson Edwards and Brett Harrison and John Carlson. Equal players.
Yes. Yeah. All the same things.
Yeah.
There was one question I wanted to get back to. God, it's already so far back there. But somebody asked what we could get for Florida's first. I think it was Peak and Lysell. Honestly, I think you could get something of worth there, right? Like that's not a nothing burger. I mean, the first is really what you get out of that. And we're still going to have people just hammering away. This is weird.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh no.
I'm just slowly just trying to get rid of them. Like, I agree, but chill.
Not the point.
I'd really rather not. I'd really rather not switch it to subscribers only, but I might have to.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It is what it is. God, everyone here so quick. What's up, everybody? This was fast. I didn't expect everyone to just jump in right away.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. I love, dude. You're the popular one, man.
We're all the popular one. We're the. Wait, are we the mean girls? I don't want to be the mean girls, but it's not Wednesday, so we're not wearing pink. I do look good in pink, though.
We also just can't ask people if they're white.
That's true. That is very true. You can't just ask people if you're white. You have one political episode of the Short Ship Pod, and this is what happens. It wasn't like it was like 10 minutes, and then we moved on. Yeah.
You did get righteous in that episode, to be fair.
I did. I was feeling all sorts of ways. I still feel very much like that. But Andrew is the talent merchant. He's the talent. What do you mean? Alex, do you know anything? Do you know anything about these players coming back in the Edward and Harrison trade? I guess we did totally gloss over that.
So I know a little bit about Rizzo. Rizzo was a dog in Denver, but he's kind of had a rough go of it in the AHL to the point where he spent the entire year in the ECHL. So that's kind of the most reclamation of reclamation projects there. And then there's Alexis Gendrian. I don't know anything about that guy.
Yep. It's one of those trades where at the end of the day, you're just like, okay, cool. I guess we'll keep moving. That's it.
Wow, I realize this is my first time seeing Andrew's face after listening to hundreds of episodes, and he's significantly less muskratty than I pictured in my head.
Good stuff. So let's thank you, Pork Chopson. I'm bad at figuring out where the breaks in the names are. What is it that you'd like to see them do today? Because I've been pretty vocal over the past couple episodes of, especially the last one. It's just further proof that, like, don't hold on to someone in the name of depth. The deadline has some deals out there. There's real assets being thrown around. I'm not that interested in trying to keep and this guy's back again. I'm just not interested in trying to keep guys that are like, well, what if the worst case scenario? I don't care, right? Like, it's I'd rather have the assets.
One of Peak, Middlestat, and Arvidsson, one of them are gone. That's what I want that's what I want. As for what I think they'll do, I think Peak actually does get moved. I think it's going to be a very soft buy. There's going to be a bump. There's going to be like a minor trade that will augment this team, because it sounds like that's what Sweeney wanted to do. And it sounds like that's what the players want. The players want to get that bump that Sweeney did mention. A lot of people are afraid that we're getting a 34-year-old defenseman, or, Justin Falk. There is a shout out to the Blues fan that's in here. Sorry, dude, you're stuck with him. I just saw Loria's move today. I sincerely doubt it. I put the likelihood of that at that less than 5%, like literally less than 5% that he's moved. I don't think they're going to do anything drastic. I don't think it's not going to be like last year where they tore it from the studs. But I also don't think I think that if there's going to be any big time long term now and in the future, you're probably going to have to wait until the draft.
Yeah. I think that there's, at the end of the day, I agree with you that they should move off some of these guys, particularly when you're talking about a Peak, or someone brought up Asamont, which would be a great guy to get rid of, because if there's real value there at all, and they're throwing away assets all over the place. Like, there's real opportunity here. Arvids is just a tough case, because that's the one you move and you're telling your team, like, hey, sorry, because Arvids has been really good for us this year.
Yeah. He was an asshole last night. I mean, and it was actually kind of fun. He was like the only good part of that game.
Yeah.
Also, the fuck it clapper that you like to talk about with Arvidsson.
I miss it so much. I would miss it so much.
Shot will do. Nope. Slap shot right now.
Slap shot every time. Guys, I am sorry. I think we have to move this to subs only. I got to figure out how to do that. But this is just one of those times that people are refusing to be chill about it, unfortunately. I do have to figure out how to actually do that, though. If RB gets moved, it might be a sign-in trade. Yeah, I do agree with that a lot.
Yeah. I think if RV gets moved, it's definitely going to be like if RV. I don't think RV gets moved. I think it was a foregone conclusion 6 weeks ago. Now I'm like, no, like I don't think so. I think it's like 4th round pick. Maybe you would be like, okay, I'll just hold on to him until right before the free agency. But I don't think there's going to be an offer that's going to tantalize Sweeney.
Yeah. I think you're probably right about that.
Yeah.
Doing this through Restream means I have less access to all the things that allow me to do this.
Oh, dang.
God, what is these fucking losers, man? This is something. Hold on. You keep riffing. I'm gonna see if we can figure this out.
Trade for Razor. I don't think you need to trade them. I think he's going to replace him. Let's see. We need Nemec. I would love Nemec. Kovacevic is not going to waive his no trade clause. Fine, I'm good with that. That was one of the targets that the Bruins were attached to, and if Kovacevic is a fine player, it's just Kovacevic is also a penalty factory, and we have enough of those. So there's also that. What's your ideal approach for the front office, Bruins front office today? Sell off at least one UFA and make a margin move that is for now and for the future. I don't want any. If you're going to take a big swing, like take a big swing for a Robert Thomas, but I don't think Robert Thomas is going to be available. I'm kind of pissed we didn't go for him. I hate Connor Garland's game. It's hard pass on Connor Garland. I'm really glad we didn't get him.
He's expensive too. Like that's a lot. That is
a lot, and that 6-year extension has not kicked in yet. It's next year.
Yeah.
Let's see. Perry back to Tampa Bay. Lol. Shit, they're making the cup now. Package deal for Patra and Laurie for a legit right-handed defenseman. Name the trade. Name an actual right-handed defenseman that's going to be available and has already not said, I'm not waiving my no trade. Like, go ahead. There isn't much of this is a seller's market. Wicked seller's market.
Do you remember they said buyer's market?
Yeah, I do. I was there.
It's good stuff.
I
think we've achieved it. Yeah, we've turned on subscribers only mode. I do apologize. People are losers. So, what are you supposed to do? The Nemec stuff. Let's talk about that for a moment, shall we? Is that real? Why would New Jersey do this?
First of all, low quality Bruins fan is handsome. Good on you, bud. Why would we do this? Because he's a number 2 overall pick. He still has that trade pedigree. You have that draft pedigree for about 3 or 4 years after you get traded. You get drafted, excuse me. He is right-handed. He's right-handed. He has gobs of talent. He has absolutely gobs of talent. And he showed out for Slovakia during the Olympics. I think the Olympics did some favors for some guys last night.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. It sounds like you're trying to justify Nemec as a player. I think he's awesome. He's 21. Yep. He's going through some real, or 22 now maybe. He's going through some real growing pains, but the talent is there. Why, if you're the Devils, do you feel the need to do this when you're not even in a playoff spot? Like, what are you trying to achieve here?
I misunderstood the question. Okay. So they are overloaded in defense prospects. Seamus Casey's knocking at the door for them. And I think he's going to be really good. And I think the Devils are higher on him ultimately than they are Nemec. I don't understand why, but we're not.
Oh gosh. How are people still doing this? Hey, Harrison, thank you for becoming a role player. This is just ridiculous. Okay, that was just the one. All right, we're good. No, I think if you're the Devils in this Nemec deal, also actually let's pivot for a second. Corey Perry for a second round pick. Corey Perry just got traded to the Lightning. A second rounder. We might have lost Andrew. That's okay. I'll talk about it. I'm gonna kind of reset him anyway because he needs some he needs a timeout. Two things here. First of all, a second rounder for Corey Perry, kind of insane. Guy still kind of slaps though, so I'll give it to you. The Nemec stuff doesn't make sense to me because if you were the Devils, you're outside the playoff picture. You still have a very young, really good core. Not very young, but a young-ish, very good core. Why are you moving off of a 21, 22-year-old, super high value, super high potential, right-handed defenseman, which is always a huge need, right now? Why right now? Because you're not making the playoffs this year. This trade doesn't make you make the playoffs this year. It doesn't do really anything for you to move him at this moment. Unless you're like, this guy's not going to work out, we got to trade him while his value's still high. I have a really hard time seeing that being the case. I don't get it. Tampa Bay to second round pick to lose in the finals. Yes, that I guess that is the Corey Perry special. I guess that is. R.I.P. Andrew. I mean, I will bet on Tampa to go to the finals now, right? That's just history. Would you want Trocheck? No, and not because he's not an effective player. He is an effective player. I hate Trocheck as a player. I hate watching him play. He's a diving son of a bitch. He's one of those, like, look, I know the league is headed this direction where diving is just going to become more part of it, unfortunately, and I'm trying to come to terms with that. But Trocheck is a main culprit for that. He's an absolute loser to watch. He's clutch as hell, has a great shot, really effective hockey player. But I don't want to watch him play for the Bruins because I don't want to watch him flop around on the ice and act like he got shot every time he was touched. Hate the player. I got to say, chat is still cruising for having to go to sub only. You guys rock. This is great. Andrew's still dead, unfortunately, but maybe he'll come back. Why does everyone shoot left? Awesome question. Because the large majority of NHL players are actually, just like the rest of the world, right-handed, right? They are right-handed. And when I was growing up, which, I mean, is at the same time all these NHL players are growing up, which makes me feel old. But instinctually, I was like, all right, I hold the bat like this, I hold the stick like this. But a lot of coaches, especially in the youth game, have found that the stabilization, which is my left hand, for a lot of them, they went, actually, you find better results if your dominant hand is the one stabilizing. That helps with your aim. It helps with your force. Like, there's a lot more to it. So it's not that they're all left-handed. It's that they've been trained to use their dominant hand on an opposite to the instinctual side that you would expect. So that's why you see so many, like, why are there no right-handed defensemen? Because even the right-handed guys don't carry their stick that way, especially when you're shooting from the point all the time. I think at a certain point, you're looking for a left-handed guy at that point. I did see the Bruins AHL trade. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to keep track of everything in the chat, but did you see the Bruins AHL trade? I did see it. I feel very little to nothing about it. I don't think any of those players will be NHL guys. Who'd be worse, Trocheck or Kadri? This current iteration of the Bruins could probably use Kadri more than Trocheck, but it would all depend on the deal anyway. And I don't feel comfortable with us going out to get guys in their mid-30s right now. We still have to focus on next year. Truly, it's just, you don't want to be that guy who blows up a team in a playoff spot, I guess. Like righties batting left-handed in MLB. Yep. So yeah, there's just a lot of that in the sports world. And as sports science has continued, they've found that the dominant hand really, it can make a difference playing it in the opposite way that you expect. I love questions about the handedness of players. It's just so fascinating to me because it feels so unnatural. Welcome back, Andrew. We're just getting a dead stare. I don't think he can hear me. This is fun though. I just get to watch Andrew beat. All right, sorry. I'm gonna be done picking on Andrew.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah. You're just frozen staring at. There we go. You guys were told what hand to hold the stick in. Why not just go with what's comfortable? I think that's what I did. Is I went with what's comfortable.
Oh my God, this is fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted.
Andrew might be broken for this stream. It might happen. Drieger reports Iginla to Boston.
Yeah.
TJ? I love the chat just reacting to Andrew just piercing into them. Oh, man. It's broken. The poor guy. He's frozen again. I kind of want to leave him there for a moment because it's fun. Weren't you about to go to Thailand this time last year? I think that was 2 years ago, but good memory. It was right around this time. I shoot. So I'm right-handed, but I also am a right-handed shot. So my right hand is lower on the stick. I played right-handed D, actually, oddly enough. He's just broken. He's just broken. I appreciate you guys' patience with everything. This is just, you know what I love about this channel is it really is casual. It's just good fun. That's what it is. I really enjoy that about it, which makes all the spamming stuff so weird. Oh yeah, people please just screenshot the hell out of that, send it into the Discord. The Discord's great, by the way, both the short shift and the low quality. Forgot my own one, the low quality Bruins fan one. I should probably add that to the description here. Also, you'll all be so happy to hear that the predictions contest that I was finally going to win, finally, after years of weekly predictions contests, years, never won one. I lost. I tied in overall points, lost by 1 goal in goal differential. Doots, if you know him, got my ass right after beating me in fantasy last week. It's been a tough go for your boy. It's been tough. First world problems for sure. Trade Corby and move up DiPietro. It's risky. That's really, really risky because even though Korpisalo does look like ass sometimes last night, DiPietro, there's just no proof that he's gonna be the guy to back up this team through. Remember, 21 games in 40 days. Like, you're going to need your backup. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate that. Card Daddy Doots. Is that his mantra, his name? Card Daddy? All I know is he keeps kicking my ass and stuff, and I'm getting sick of it. I might just ban him just for that, right? Just get out of here. Screw you, dude. Stop making me sad. I love Dudes. I really do. He's a really funny guy in person, too. Lucky enough to meet him. Dudes 42 and Jeremy. The only Newts. What's up, dude? Corby's mother wouldn't take him in his contract. I think she might. I feel like you get more stability with the dominant hand being lower on the stick, but then again, I know nothing about it. So that's where I come, is I'm like, I feel better when I'm there. But yeah, I guess, you know, people are taught different things. All right, Andrew's back again. Let's see if it works. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's somebody got to get a screenshot of that, right? Ovi's not going to Pittsburgh. Stop it, right? Stop it. That'd be... I have to check Twitter when you guys say these ridiculous things just to make sure. I will leave Andrew up here for the rest of the stream like this. I want a center so they take Elias and stuff him in a locker. Yeah, that's not going to... Oh, he bailed out. Damn it. Andrew, come back. I feel for him. I know he's pissed off on the other end of that because his internet's screwing him. Like, I know he's frustrated about it. Bring Olmark back with Ottawa salary retention. He's been really bad this year, man. There's some mental stuff with him. I really hope he gets better or whatever is happening with him, because I really like Olmark. What's you guys' favorite trade so far? What's up, Metroid Jones? Like, what do you guys like? That's a great move. Ovi better not move. I get to see him in TD tomorrow. There's no way we lose back-to-back games against teams that are purposefully selling and bottoming out, right? Right. What's up, Ace? Get you someone that looks at you. I hope Andrew looks at us. Yep. And just a reminder, tonight, I will do a recap if the Bruins do anything. I guess I'll do a recap even if the Bruins don't do anything. But I also will be guest spotting on Bruins Diehards. We're going to do a little video over there as well. I don't think he planned on for it to be live, but I actually don't know the plan there. He just asked, and I'm like, hell yeah. Uncle Nick to Wild. What a great... I love that, too. I really do. Because he's just a good guy at the end of the day, and he wants another chance. Get him to the playoffs, and hopefully he can make something happen. But that's just doing right by a player. Mick Rack, I just really don't buy that. And we don't know that. And God, does it just... It's so negative to believe, you know? That's just throwing a guy under the bus for the sake of it. We don't have any factual stuff with that. Brink to Minnesota, yeah, that's an awesome trade. I was really bummed about that. I hated playing against Brink. That guy's an animal. I hated playing against Bunting too, but I would not have wanted him on the Bruins. The Leafs robbing Avalanche. What did they do again? Hey, let's go to Puckpedia for a second. I can rehash what was already done. The Brett Harrison trade popped up. I saw the Bruins logo. I was like, wait, what did we? No, nothing. We didn't do anything. Yeah, getting a first and a fifth. They're both conditional for Roy. Waugh. There's a Roy in the league, and there's a Waugh. I think that one's a Waugh. Oh, yeah, I forgot that the Fleegy Boys are going to be on the same team. There's a lot of brother duos. Dude, because I love Court. I love talking to the guy. He's just really intelligent dude, really fun to chat with. Can we really hurt Toronto further and offer a second round for bringing Carlo back? He would fill a need, but remember, Carlo in his last season with us wasn't great. It's a lot like the Grizzly stuff. In his last year, just really bad. So it made it a lot easier when he moved out. Also, the team sucked. So, are you drinking wine at 12:30 in the afternoon? No, it's water, unfortunately. Although that's a great idea. I am going to have some alcohol at some point. The problem is tomorrow, again, is a bachelor party for me. So, trying to keep my liver prepared. Trying. Ace rocks as well. Absolutely, he does. I like when Ace guest spots on the short shift. I think that's my favorite version of Ace. It's selfish of me to say that, obviously. But it's my favorite because it means that everyone's going to dunk on Andrew. It's like whenever I miss an episode and they have a guest on, they're all going to dunk on me for missing and then telling me I'm replaced. It's just good fun. Is Hampus the new Carlo? No, I actually feel like Hampus has been one of our better players the past couple of games on the back end. The injuries are crazy. This year was always going to be crazy. I'm really looking forward to what he looks like next year. Hampus is still a hugely effective player for the Bruins. There's just been some really weird bad penalties and misplays, but a lot of the defense have seen that this year. So I wouldn't say Hampus is on that Carlo level as far as if you're referring to like the decline, I guess is what I mean. Is it me or has the trade rumors been rather tame this year? Yeah, they have been. Like the dumb ones are clearly dumb and you know to ignore them, but there's not a lot of noise elsewhere. So opinion of Scott Lawton. I like Scott Lawton. He's not going to end up being a Bruin, but I like Scott Lawton. I wouldn't commit to him the way the Leafs did. God, they gave up a lot. I'm actually just going to go over to the Leafs. Everyone's bringing up them as a trade partner, so now I'm just going to go poke my head in. Like, I always want to trade with the Leafs because it's just automatically going to work out for us. That's just, that's just how it goes. Bruins Twitter murdered me for being willing to give up Zacha, Lohrei, Zellers, and a first for Robert Thomas. Once these don't grow on trees, that might not even be enough to get it done. So I don't think you're wrong. And that's the thing with Twitter and any social media is if you're giving valid prices for guys, even if you're, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Robert Thomas, you have to be really uncomfortable with what you're sending out to get him. That's the problem that most people aren't willing to wave away. It's like they don't want to feel uncomfortable with what you're moving for the player. But that deal makes sense. That's something they would ask for. Zacha, a guy they can flip at the next deadline or even at this deadline. Obviously, we're getting too tight now to the window for that to be a real thing. Man, Andrew just literally might be dead. The first, the Zellers, the conversation would really start with Hagens. They would want Hagens, and they would want more than Hagens, and they're right to want that. People also have no idea how good Robert Thomas is for some reason. Minnesota not getting Trocheck. Oh, I guess they did need another center for depth there. They could have used him in the top 6. I would want OEL in a package with Lohrei, probably going to cost a first, unfortunately. At this rate, yeah. I was such an anti-OEL guy, and then he's actually looked really good in Toronto for the most part, which is kind of funny. You got double Dutes. I did get double Dutes, and that guy does not use lube. My God, really got me the past couple of weeks. That hurt. The prediction contest hurt. This is years, guys. It's weekly. I've had literally hundreds of chances, I think, to win this. At least 100 chances to win this, and haven't done it. That might be a little overkill, but it's at least in the 70s. Just brutal. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about. Am I? I want McMahon or Roberts from Toronto. I think they're going to hold on to Robertson. I think they are. It makes sense that they would. Still a lot of potential there, even though I think he's like 24, 25 at this point. We get literally dozens of listeners. But that's how it starts. You got to get the dozens before you can get the hundreds. What are your thoughts about Trocheck, and are we making the playoffs? I have no idea if we're making the playoffs. It's a 50-50 chance, and Trocheck's a diving little bitch. It's a great player. It's just a diver, and I really don't respect it. Minton has looked a bit underwhelming since the Olympics. I agree. Super, super agree. He had a better game. Honestly, last night, oddly enough, I thought he had some real chances that he couldn't finish on. And he's not a scoring finisher. He's not like a true scoring threat. But I think he's just kind of coming out of, a couple of weeks off. He's a younger guy. Getting ramped back up for the younger guys often a problem because they don't have that experience to lean on. So, yeah, I'm not overly concerned there. Also, I'm really curious what Fraser Minton is 2 years from now. That's what I'm really curious about. St. Louis can have almost anything if I can keep Minton, Hagens, and not. Oh, wait. Oh, it scrolled. It scrolled. I missed it. But either way, you did just name two of the first people they would ask for. Okay, Hagens and not give up more than one first. Yeah, that's not feasible, though. They are going to deserve one of those players if we're truly trading for Roberts. I don't really want Parayko all that much. I like that the Toronto is so involved in this, but why would they trade with us again? Yes, there we go. Creepy says it. I think Toronto probably avoids Boston as a trade partner. It just doesn't work out. It just doesn't. If you can comment, you can like the vid. Ooh, I like that. That's a good theory, brother. The Bees need to keep the picks. If the wheels truly fall off, we're looking at 2 top 18 picks, and that'll be mighty nice for the prospect pool. I agree. But there's the asterisk, right? And I think, Ace, you agree with this, that I put the Bruins pick this year into play if it's I'm getting 3 or 4 years of a guy that matches Pasta's prime, that truly puts us into we should be making the playoffs every year. We should be involved in the cup contender conversation. We're not one guy away, obviously, but that pick, I'm still comfortable moving for that. Same with the Florida pick, right? But I'm fine keeping it. If the Bruins do nothing, I'm going to be disappointed in the sense of where's the entertainment. I'm not going to be brokenhearted. I think they should move peak. You can't focus on depth right now. You're barely in the playoff picture. You're barely there. Depth is not it. Yeah, the prices being high is what's really, really tough to ignore. But I mean, maybe this is what it is. We had this conversation on the short shift recently. I think teams are starting to recognize, much like with the NBA, first round picks don't matter that much. If you're trying to keep your window open, there's a dozen guys out of the first round every year who actually come to the NHL and make a difference. It's just one of those things. I think that you're going to see picks moved more and more, and people be more comfortable with it. Oh, this is not doing a good job of highlighting super chats. That's now I'm being bad. The Yak, thank you for the bachelor party funds. Oh, hell, that's going to be very important, I believe. Thank you so much. Harrison, I told you thank you for the role player tier. Absolutely. We just got Rob shot. I know your prediction pain, Ian. It hurt losing my 3-week stretch as king. Fuck you. This guy won 3 weeks in a row, and he wants to. And I think that's not even it. I think he has other wins too. What a dick. Good job, though. Really good job by you. But thank you so much, guys, for your generosity. Andrew's texting me oh, God. It's fine. Everything's going to be fine. I also have Velma staring at me for attention right now. What do we got here? Who takes over the Chicago captaincy? Bedard. There's no other choice. I mean, you kind of have to. You kind of have to. I don't really like that. I like Foligno just left the captaincy vacant, but those are the type of guys I like giving it to, especially if you know they're going to be with you for a few more years. the veteran in the room, it makes sense. I don't think young players get butthurt when they're not captain. I really don't. I don't think it's important. I think that's still what they're going to do, though. Minty is going to be fine. He just needs one to go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just not worried about it. This year, he's going to have, like, if we make the playoffs this year, there's going to be games where I'm like, Jesus, Fraser Minton screwed us on that one. He's 21. It'll be his first playoffs. Like, I just, not concerned. All right. Andrew's back in the studio, looking hot as hell, ready to go. I'm gonna try here. Here we go. Oh, he was holding his breath too. Give him a second. Let him shake off the megabytes, whatever they are. There's so many good screenshots out of this. The chat has agreed we need to get you on an Ethernet. Like that's what has to happen.
I think you guys might be. I tried to do something else, but and it seemed to run a little faster. But then I crashed out again. So,
well, you sound.
This
good.
Is great. I
Visually,
love this.
It's a bit of a mess. Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, probably. Am I staring into you guys' soul again?
You're not staring. You're very off sync, though. You and I are talking over each other, which is super fun. So that's always great.
That's great.
It'll sort itself out,
right.
probably, maybe.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna try. Probably not. I don't think so. Because your video is so out of sync. You know what? Would it just be if I just did audio only? Would it be better if I just did audio only?
Is that? Try it. I don't know. Can you kill your video? Let's give it a shot. Can we assume Thomas is dropping a deuce at this moment? Yes, that is always a safe assumption that Thomas is on the toilet. Always a safe. I don't know if it's IBS. I don't know, but that man loves a good bathroom.
Yeah. Yes.
With the center prospects we have now, do we need to hold on to Zacha still, or is there even a decent return there? There's absolutely a decent return there if we wanted to move him. Zacha is so versatile that I have a hard time seeing, not seeing the value in moving him because, again, the assets would be great. That's a trade that pisses off the whole room. That guy is useful in so many situations. It just feels ridiculous to try to move off of him. We got more super chats. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. The generosity. $10 a tasty snack. Question for Andrew. If he survives, what jersey are you wearing?
Corrali.
Love to hear it. More reports coming out. The Pens are shopping goaltender Stuart Skinner. Shocking. Has he looked decent in Pittsburgh? I don't think I've kept up.
Yes, he has.
Neat. I don't want
him. No, you don't.
No, I don't. What's up, Slayer of Wyverns? How you doing? Good to see you again. It looks like Andrew is in a cinder block room, which can affect internet. That's true. He's actually in the back room of a Walmart right now.
True story.
I'll let Andrew answer this one. Would you trade Letourneau or Zellers? Pick one. Oh, would you trade Letourneau or Zellers? Pick one.
I would trade Zellers if there's a package for it, because he's, as of right now, he's an unproven commodity still. Great year this year, but those don't mean much in the college/juniors world. I would trade Zellers. I would hold on to Letourneau right now.
What's the difference for you there?
Letourneau is unique.
Sorry to ask. Jesus.
No, I had to think about it. Letourneau is unique. 6'8" and can skate like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mm-hmm. I would keep Letourneau also because the all-important center position. I just at the end of the day, I can always just go, you're a winger now. Like, that's what's so easy about you can't do that. You can't go wing to center easily. But when an underperforming center moves to wing, it simplifies their game. I think it's always better when you have two prospects who are goal-scoring prospects in the collegiate level. I'll keep the center.
Right. Yes, correct.
Ooh, this is interesting. If it's a package for Thomas, I would hate to lose Dean over Higgins. Don't stab me or do. Don't try to steal my shtick. Size Queen, Emily Rose, hello. So I am fascinated by that. Is it because of the size thing, Harrison, or is this what is it that makes the difference? Because Higgins looks way better than Letourneau. I think that's
Higgins
kind of
looks NHL ready.
Yeah. I'll have to wait for the comment on that one. I'm curious to see the response there. And this is one of the fun things about Trade Deadline is you get to see what people are really thinking, and there's just a wide variety of thoughts out there. Especially when you clear out all the friggin' scammers and spammers and all that shit. We're almost at 300 people chilling in here, though. This is great. No wonder the chat's moving so fast.
I know. I love it.
The center wing dichotomy is how we turned Middlestat into an attractive trade piece. That is 100% correct. 100% correct.
Correct. Middlestat can't play center.
No.
Like
he's terrible defensively. He's really bad defensively.
Yes. He is. Correct.
Southpaw Jimmy, Andrew, I think you're going to side with me on this. So Southpaw says Middlestat hasn't been crap this year, but seems to be in the way when Higgins comes. Is he tradable? There is a misconception about where Higgins is slotting in when he comes up. He's going to be on the third line. He is going to push someone like Asimont out of the picture, and I wouldn't be surprised if he starts on the wing.
Yes, all of that correct. Middlestat is not blocking anybody right now. Yeah.
And that goes for the AHL guys too. When you have a guy like Asimont, and I'm picking on him because he is the worst forward playing for us right now. I feel like that's fairly factual. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but when you're like in the grand scheme, out of the 12 forwards, is he not the first guy you move out of the lineup, right?
Every 10 games, he does something absolutely disgustingly sick. And then the rest of the time, he plays like he has the IQ of a pineapple. So, I
was so excited about that signing, too, and it did not work out the way I thought it would. I thought he would be more like Kastelik, honestly. And Kastelik has earned every cent he's been paid.
And yes, he has been far worse than Jeannot. Shit.
Yeah, I figured you would see that immediately. Jeannot, we were very critical of the contract. I still am. I find it ridiculous that he has trade movement clauses and all sorts of stuff. But Jeannot has been serviceable. But Jeannot would be the next guy moved out, I think. I'm saying you would keep Corelli, Kastelik.
Can I push back on just a little bit that he's been serviceable?
Yeah, push, brother, push.
I think he's been good. He's been far more versatile than we thought he would be. He's taken the Sturm's coaching so well. He's actually not a bad penalty killer. Like, if you watched when the penalty kill was really struggling, like, he was hardly on the ice when those mistakes were happening. He's not a bad penalty killer. He's got some sneaky speed. He can get into open space. He clears the room really well. Yeah, he's far Asimont is dumb. He's hockey dumb. And I think Jeannot has a lot more hockey IQ, Jesus Christ, than Asimont does. Asimont, like I said, every 10 games he pulls off a really disgusting play, and then the rest of the time he plays like he's been lobotomized.
Yeah. But okay, hold on. I'm going to ask this question in a moment, but thank you so much to, how do I say this name? Sweet Mayunion. Maya Onion.
Maui Onion. Sweet Maui Onion.
Oh, you're smarter than me. Thank you so much for the generosity. That's crazy. And thank you for the congratulations. I'm very excited about getting married. I think I should be, right? If you're not excited about getting married, you probably shouldn't be doing that. probably. I would think.
Yeah.
If you move Asamoah out of the lineup for Higgins, and then you have another guy making a push, who is moving out next?
It depends on the position, obviously.
Okay. Say it is a center that you're comfortable playing on the wing. Like literally any of the
Corrali.
they can play anywhere.
Corrali
Is it?
Corrali. Corrali.
I honestly, this is going to sound weird. The penalty kill has looked like ass. I mean, it's looked better since the Olympic break, but still it hasn't been great. But Corrali is actually one of the better penalty killers on this team. Is it weird to be like?
I'd still move Corrali first. Okay,
that's a good point. You make a good point.
Like, you're not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you in a way. I would still move Corrali in a heartbeat, and I would have Fraser Minten. Hot take here. I would have Fraser Minten kind of being the rover in the lineup.
Meaning not necessarily around.
Yes.
Okay. Not like you're moving him out. He's roving like third line, second line, fourth line kind of guy.
Yeah. Kostelic to 4C. Kostelic is a better winger than a center, in my opinion, but he does take a mean face off.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Boston gets moved out for VL. Peak extension would take years off my life. I agree. Who in the current lineup does not come back next season? Arvidsson. And it's not, I want to be really clear about that. It's not because they don't want Arvidsson, but it's because Arvidsson's going to sign with somebody who either is going to give him 5 years, which the Bruins absolutely should not do, or he's going to sign somewhere that he has a true chance at a cup. And although Boston will be involved in that conversation, we won't be the best team that will try to bring him in. I think he's going to be like, I'm in the back half of my career. I've had a great season. Let's get a little longevity here, and we'll look for a contender. The only other thing is like a bottom feeder might give him 6 years as the veteran presence, and maybe that's worth it more to him. But the Bruins aren't going to be on either side of that coin.
Yep. Oh, I want to point this out. When we're a good team, Elias Lindholm can be a decent overpaid 3C and a penalty killer. I am in the camp that when Elias Lindholm is lower in the line, is later on in his career, he's not a center. He is a right winger. And we're playing one of the 12,000 kids that we have at center. I don't think he ends his Bruins career at center.
Interesting. I think I agree, actually. I think I agree with that. But I think the comment that when we have, some of these younger guys taking over these roles, yes, Elias is, for a championship caliber team, a 3C. And a good one. And a good 3C. But a 3C, which is why we were avoiding this deal in the first place, is why we didn't want to see it, because it felt like they were like, this is our 1C. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Yeah. We never finished the question about who else is not playing here next year. Everyone else is tenured. Like, everyone else has years left.
Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Peak.
Yeah.
Peak's not here next year. Peak might not even be here in 2 hours.
I'm hoping not. Again, why are we holding for depth? That doesn't even make sense.
Andrew be looking like a snack right now. Oh yeah, because you can't see my face.
Let's see here. Is there any news on the old Twitter machine? Eberle got extended 2 by 5.5. That's great, actually. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Good for
him, I guess.
Oh my God. Hold on, I gotta read this out. This was from last night, but McAvoy on getting hit in the face by the puck. I actually couldn't believe it. It's on the other side. It's the only spot I have the teeth left. Right away, I felt something in my mouth. Thought I'd chip them again. We just put some glue on it. It'll be fine. Hockey players are nuts, man.
Hockey players are disgusting. That's really funny.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Elias
was basically a coil. Been saying it for months. Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Elias has done some things that we've needed him to do. He's been a good defensive forward. He has improved the power play, although I think that's more on Steve's spot than anyone.
Yes.
That's basically it. He's winning faceoffs. Like, he's done the stuff you asked him to do. His contract isn't his fault. It's just he's just gonna be an overpaid 3C. That's it. What's up, Jasmine? Jasmine, what the hell? I'm currently at school, but my teacher's letting me use my phone. I love that for you. I also am happy that Geeky got his 34th. That's an awesome career high. That's a significant number. Not a lot of players get that. Like, I mean, in the grand scheme, you could definitely rattle off plenty, but you look at total players in the NHL, it's a rarity.
Yep, absolutely. And I think that yep, I'm here. I kind of lost my train of thought.
I'm waiting.
It's okay. It's all right. We're doing it live. Fuck it.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Credit to Asperat for giving us an opportunity to deal away a defenseman. I kind of wanted to talk to you about that. So, do you think last night Asperat being out had a bigger effect than maybe we thought he had on this team?
No, because last night was like everyone's fault, and
fair.
I just don't see how he changes the grand scheme of that game. Lohrei had some weird moments. The puck watching. I thought Harris was obviously Harris didn't take over in a top pairing role, but I thought Harris was fine. He was mostly good-ish. And if you're missing 4 months of hockey and then coming back to NHL speed, I would say that's pretty good. I mean, obviously he did the conditioning stint, but I was fairly happy with Bruins. It gave me that hope.
You know, the Bruins are 1-5 with Harris in the lineup, which is causation and correlation and all that. Yeah.
That's right, because he got one game in that first 3 games to start the season, and then was part of the losing streak that we went on. I still think the odds of moving off of Patra are fairly high right now. I still think that's real. It's just the clock is ticking.
Yeah, I'd be very sad when if it happens. If it happens, I will be very sad because I think he's an NHL player who can contribute NHL level to this NHL team. He's squeezed. I think we talked about it on Short Shift. By the way, listen to the Short Shift pod if you don't.
The plug. Oh, I can show them too. All right, we're figuring stuff out. This is a super chat. Thank you so much, Baron Orion. I know you, Baron. I don't know why I said that weird. Thank you for the generosity. I know I'm a little late, but can't help but feel like this trade is simply to open up some roster spots for some draftees, maybe certain ones from Boston College. I don't feel like there's too many moves to be made to allow that space. And when you say draftees, multiple, I really don't think Letourneau's coming up to the NHL this year. In fact, I would stake a lot of confidence on that. I think it's Hagens, and I think Hagens doesn't need anyone to get traded to force somebody out of the lineup.
Understood. I mean, Hagens is in this lineup Actually, Hagens might be in this lineup sooner because Boston College is not great. They're not a good team.
Their bottom 6 leaves a lot to be desired. But Hagens has looked great on that team, and Letourneau's looked great on that team.
Their defense leaves a lot to be desired. They have Konstantinsky playing top 4 minutes.
Is he actually?
Yes.
That's not real. Draftee's nuts. I got damn it. That can't be real. That can't be real. Dean, I'm fine with Letourneau developing a little more in the AHL. I'm fine with that. Right? Yeah. Like, that doesn't bother me. It can't be the NHL.
Yeah, I don't want
him do that jump.
No, I don't want him. I don't want him in the NHL. I don't want him in the NHL this year. I want him nowhere near it.
Ooh, great point. Gasso as well. Great point. Gasso bottom 6. That's a good point. At that point, yeah, you do feel like an Asamont is easy to move, or I mean, it's just harder when you're talking about the second line guys. If a Middlestat trade is out there, it is absolutely worthwhile to move him. He's just not that much of a needle mover.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this. Speaking of Letourneau, Bruins diehard, Court Lalonde, shout out Court. You are amazing and good. Says that Letourneau is heading back to school into 2027 to improve his skating.
Yeah, I think that's a great decision. He just doesn't have anything left to prove at that level, I guess is where I would say. I don't know.
Van, what are you talking about?
His skating's really
his skating
good,
is really good, but yeah, his skating is really good, but I can see maybe there might be a little more balance involved. There might be there's definitely stuff to improve. There's at least I want him to have one more year at Boston College where he like actually challenges for a Hobie.
I mean, sure. That's a junior. I think that's possible. Yeah, I guess I'm just fine with it. I don't expect Letourneau to be in the NHL next year, and I don't need that to be a thing, I guess is where I'm at.
Yeah.
How far
is Gausseau really that good? I think Gausseau's a 4A guy right now. He's gonna spend some good time in Providence, like a good chunk of time in Providence.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And then out of nowhere, he's just going to make the team and kind of stick for a while, I would guess. I saw a couple of different things. Why are we shuffling the deck chairs on the ECHL front with Philly? That's just a couple of teams that realize that these guys aren't going to make the actual big clubs. So they're literally, like you said, they're shuffling chairs. It's not a bad thing. It's just kind of a nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah. Gausseau and Grunwald could be real NHL gems in the rough, diamonds in the rough. I don't know why I said gems. Yes, Grunwald especially has been impressing the hell out of me this year. How far is off is Zellers from making the big team? At least a couple of years. I would say 2 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Which is why I would, if you gave me the choice between trading Dean Letourneau and trading Will Zellers, obviously I'd trade neither. Yeah. But if you have a gun to my head and say, you get rid of one of these or I shoot, it's Zellers right now. I think Dean is closer.
Yeah. Dean in the AHL is asking him to get turned into Frederick. You're going to have to define that for me, man. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm really not.
That could be 12 different definitions.
Yeah. I need a little more information. What do we see Dean's ceiling as? Strong second liner? That's the fun thing about Dean, is because his growth has been so erratic, and especially because we made him go from what is basically a high-powered middle school team to the NCAA in 1 year. But because his growth is erratic, you could make the argument that he could be a top-line guy. You could also make the argument that he's going to be a third-line shooting threat, and anywhere in between. So I think second liner is hopeful but realistic, I guess.
I think his floor is Brian Boyle.
Brian Boyle. That took a second to re-register. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's decent. I think he'll be more impactful across 200 feet, just by reach and size alone. But
Boyle was 6'6".
Was he that big? For some reason in my head, he was like 6'4".
Yeah, he was a huge dude.
All right. Well, there you go.
No, he was a large man.
God,
Dean to Frederick, he is saying right that the Bruins can't develop. Yeah. He's saying that the Bruins can't develop. Yeah. I disagree. Well,
There's an argument. Like, I get it. I get where you're coming from there. Absolutely. You can't skip the AHL in fear of players not working out. Like, it's just not something
Okay, he clarifies. What I meant by that was Frick was highly productive in college for 2 years, got sent to the AHL, and then turned into a fighter, lost a lot of the skill side of his game, and I worry that'll be Dean in the AHL.
They are not. So here's the good news. Frederick always had a nasty side, physical side to him. He was a power forward. Dean Letourneau, although he's got some edge, is not that. He's not an overly physical dude. They're not going to try to turn him into a fighter, and they're going to want him to be a goal scorer because his release is so difficult to track due to his size. That's why the Tage Thompson stuff, the comparisons, they're not the same type of player. He's a better skater than Tage in my book. But that's why those comparisons happen, is because on your release, when you have that kind of size, it comes off the stick differently, and it tricks goaltenders. So they're going to want him to lean into the goal scoring for sure. Also, I don't remember him.
Also, Tage is really smart.
Yeah. I don't remember Trent Frederick being as productive as this year's Dean Letourneau. I could be wrong.
He wasn't.
I could be wrong.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. His point is that he was productive, which I get, but like he never had a season like this.
No. 2 years at University of Wisconsin. First year, 30 games, 15 goals, 18 assists, 33 points. Okay, yeah, I mean that's pretty close. And then 36 games the following year, 17 goals, 15 assists for 32 points. A -9 in that second year. Woof. I mean, yeah, I understand the concern. I think you're coming from the perspective of a fan who's, you've been a fan for the team for a long time, and the negativity certainly seeps in about certain players. Yeah, I don't know what stalled Frederick out. Might have been a mental thing. Might have been the Bruins. Like they really might have tried to change his role too much, but boy, did he stall out.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed.
There was so many good questions that have already flown by.
Edmonton regrets a Freddie deal. Oh, really?
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, this is what I wanted to answer. I saw the is there a possibility that Elias gets moved in a Thomas deal? So no. And the reason that it's a no is because Elias isn't an asset that then gets flipped for more. There's not benefit there. Now, to make the money work, you can make the argument, but then we would have to give up even more to make the money work. They would look to a guy like Zacha to help make the money work because they can also use him as another trade piece down the road. So you would be giving up someone different than Elias in that deal for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Andrew. So I love this eventually. But that's like 3 years from now. Hagen's is not going to be on the top line for years. Like, it's going to take time.
Yeah. It's going to take a while. And yeah, no, it would be nasty. And interesting. You think Zacha is still on the team in 3 years?
Oh, well, that's not exactly what I was saying, but I mean, you could take that, I guess. But no, Zacha is likely.
Whoever's going to slap.
How pissed off are you going to be if Zacha is moved? I mean, it just depends on the return. I will feel bad for the players in the room, but if we do that, then several guys better get moved because you are truly saying, like, we're waving the flag on this season.
Right.
Andrew, I'm gonna Twitter search for a second. You answer some stuff. There's nothing on Twitter. There's nothing. Nothing's happening. Wow. How many? This question was asked. There was 24 trades last year on the day of the deadline. Well, we might have lost Andrew. It's hard to tell when his screen doesn't freeze. I think it was something like 24 or 25. Just seems like this deadline is getting really quiet now. Like, this is nothing. He might actually have a case development-wise. Patra looks like he might have got worse. The Bruins' best younger players were from other systems. Examples: Geeky, Kuzi, Mitten, Aspero. So, to your point, and I'm not trying to say he's wrong about this because there is a lot of evidence that our development has been lacking. What is it? Lorai is the only. There was something about like the only active player who was like, oh, is Andrew returning? Maybe. He might be returning. Hello, Andrew.
I am returning. Okay. He might actually have a case development-wise, but it looks like Poitras. Wow, that's a throwback. Patra looks like he may have gotten worse. The Bruins' best young players were from other systems. The examples are Geeky, Snedinov, Minton, Aspero, etc. What is the context of who might have a case for what?
Going back to, I think, Steven's or Stefan's point about just the development process, and I think that's a good point. There's really not a lot of guys over the past 5 or 6 years that the Bruins have drafted and developed on their own to become impact NHL players.
Sure. I don't know if Patra is such a fascinating case here because I've seen people say that he's an NHL player. I've seen people say that he's not going to measure up to anything more than a 4A guy. What do you think?
For Patra, I don't know. It's difficult really to project. There's so much excitement about him, and he has. But my problem is he literally has not improved enough at the things he was already good at, and the stuff that he was bad at. Kind of the same thing. Like, it just hasn't been enough improvement there. So I just think it's a fair criticism of the development for players, or like the development team for players. We just need more evidence that they can do it, I guess, is my point. But you also, there are teams that can do it that run into well, of course that guy worked out. So, I mean, the Bruins don't even have that to lean on, though. But if Hagens is great, they're going to be like, well, of course Hagens worked out. He's going to skip most of the development stages anyway, though.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Super chat. Get the super chat. There's a super chat.
Oh, yeah. There's a super chat for Gold Tigre.
Tigre.
You can roll the. I can't roll the. Trade Corpy for smelling salts. DiPietro is ready. I love it. I said this earlier. It's hugely risky to move off of Korpisalo, even though he hasn't been stellar all year. There are moments that he's been good enough, and DiPietro is so unknown at the NHL level, and we're playing 21 games in 40 days. You're gonna need a backup.
DiPietro can't track pucks. Even when he made his appearance, he looked like a deer in fucking headlights.
Yep.
I'm so apprehensive about DiPietro. Everybody seems so sure of him and I think everybody seems so sure of him because he's not Korpisalo, and I get it.
But also they're sure of him because Bussy worked out so well in Carolina, and everyone was clamoring.
Yes, because they are the same thing. It's the same thing.
But also Bussy hadn't really forced Korpisalo out of the job either through camp and everything. So it was, I don't know. I was bummed about.
Bussy never forced DiPietro out of his job. So
yeah,
that's
true too.
Yep.
Would like to have kept Vladar around. I was super comfortable moving him at that time, especially when you look at what the Ullmark and Swayman tandem turned into. Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted to, but like that doesn't happen. Swayman for Binnington 1-for-1. Who says no? Gonna have to say the Bruins do. Gonna have to throw that out there. Any chance of Vladar coming back? They're not looking for goaltenders. They're not looking to spend assets on bringing goaltenders in. I can promise you that that's not even part of the conversation right now. Somebody mentioned earlier that somebody mentioned that Allred said he's hearing rumors of an Arvidsson extension. I would find that odd. But also Allred has moments where he says things that I have a hard time trusting. So grain of salt with everybody. If I say it, if anybody says it, grain of salt.
Yeah, all red, but all red's a little louder than most, so take that how you will.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that as in don't.
Baron, we have a lot of generosity from you today. I appreciate it. I genuinely do. These are bachelor party funds. These are wedding funds. This is what this is. Since LA has retained 50% on Corey Perry, news, by the way, thank you for that. Did not know that. Does that mean both teams make the final and lose? If LA makes the final, I don't want to say anything because I will speak that into existence, honestly. And I hate the Kings.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if it's LA versus Carolina? I will not be able to record with you two.
Yeah, that would be bad. Murphy said it first, then I don't believe it at all. Right. If Jimmy Murphy said it, I'm not in, man. The track record is too poor. I don't want to be a dick, but God, it's so every year some of the biggest trade rumors come from Jimmy Murphy, and they never, ever happen. Ever.
Oh, here's
the guy never stops trying.
Bussy was Here's a good one. Bussy was ready, and we traded for Corpy instead. He was not ready. He was not. He did not show NHL level of anything. He didn't beat out Corpusalo, and he didn't even beat out DiPietro. He was not good last year for Providence, straight up. Can we?
I don't remember the timeline.
Yeah.
How about this? This is where I land on the Bussy stuff. The Bruins have been so good at identifying goaltending talent through the past 20 years. We missed one. Is that okay? We missed one. One.
Yes.
That happens. Yeah. I can't lose sleep out of it.
Also, we may not have missed one because this might be an Andrew Hammond situation.
It might be. They're hoping it's a Cam Ward situation. Andrew, remind me to send you $2 Canadian because Dickie Darkside wants you to get better Wi-Fi. He wants to look at your beautiful
Dickie.
Face.
Dickie, what is that in American monies now?
I used to know this, but American monies have, there's been some changes there, so I don't know. I don't know what's what now. And Dickie, thank you for the wedding fund as well. You are very, very generous, my friend. I appreciate it. This Andrew, you can answer this one that I'm highlighting.
Florida's fucking stupid. Then obviously,
they would be very happy to have Bussy right now.
Like what? What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Andrew has issues. Thank you, Cord. I have more issues than a newsstand. We all know this.
I do. I genuinely understand that people loved Bussy. The name was great. He had good AHL numbers and then some varied, but there was plenty of reason to love it. I just, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Look at this move here. This is not actually a super chat, I don't think.
Oh man, damn.
I like it though. The 420.
Look in. Do you have $420 in your account there?
It doesn't update live like that. I have no idea. But usually they're highlighted just a little differently than that. I apologize if this is a super chat, but I think it was a good attempt at a bamboozle. Talk jersey numbers, faves, cursed ones. I don't think there's a lot of cursed jersey numbers because I love the idea of someone taking a jersey number that's untraditional and then making it their own. Although number 6, Lorai's working on it though. Lorai's working on it.
Mm-hmm. Lorai's working on it. He's still kind of Weidman-esque.
What the hell is this comment? Lord Lambda, you've been a long time member here. I hope you're doing well.
I think it's troll.
This is wrong.
It's a troll.
You're objectively wrong. What are we doing? The he. That's perfect. That's really good. Well done. Good job by you.
Yeah.
More. Thank you so very much. Anything interesting today? Phil Binikis. I love that name. No, not really. There's not even interesting stuff for other teams all that much yet. So we're working through it. Thank you for your generosity.
Oh, I got one. Oh, here's a chat. Bennington was a Bruins property. No, he wasn't. He was loaned to Providence by St. Louis. He was always St. Louis.
Yeah, that was a misconception for a little while there. Yeah, I do like my favorite. That was a Bruins guy was the 5th round pick traded to the Wild. That was Kaprizov. Yep. That'll always go down as infamous. But obviously, there's no guarantee. The Bruins don't take a lot of Russians. It wasn't common back then. No. So
we're getting better about it.
Yes. Well, the COVID years were huge for Carolina. Because they were drafting these Russian guys because also the Ukraine stuff is still happening. And a lot of teams got really nervous about taking these Russian players because they didn't know what the timeline would be. They didn't know if they'll ever even see these picks come to fruition. And Carolina was like, we got a great young core now. I don't really care. And these guys are going to work out super well for us. And they have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It has never been common. Yeah, I mean, yes, you are correct to that. We've got a little bit of demonic stuff going here. I like the idea of this, though. I like it.
Sacrifice corporatism. Yo, you're gonna go into your in your super chat, and there's gonna be $2,000 in there.
That would be so funny. Obviously, because that would be $2,000. That would be pretty great.
Yeah, I expect at least 10% for being on this stream for about 10% of it.
Absolutely, sure thing. The thing with Lorai is we want him to be. Hold on, I think I'm interested in this one. Is we want him to be either the good Lorai last month-ish or bad Lorai first 2 months of the season, and really he's both. He's long-term inconsistent. He will always be a below-average defender in all likelihood. But the offensive game is starting to make it more worth it, and the defensive improvements are making it more palatable. So you are correct in what you are saying, but there are improvements on both ends there.
Absolutely. Yep. I think that a lot of people are, and I think a lot of fandom kind of falls into this trap, is preconceived notions tend to be held on to for a lot longer than they're actually true. So even when there's been a significant improvement for Mason Lorai, people don't want to either admit it or they don't see it, or they just don't see it because I have my mind made up about this player. So I think assessments of players tend to lag behind in that scenario. I mean, Lorai's improvement on the right side with Hampus Lindholm. Let's give Hampus Lindholm some credit too, because he's a great pair for him. I think that has a big part to do with it, but also there's been significant improvement. I think Sturm is a good, you can see this, that Sturm is a teacher. He's a good, solid teacher. And whenever he scratches and whenever he scratches a guy, or whenever he pulls him aside, and he's talked about doing this with Lorai all year, is that he works with Lorai individually, and he's been doing that for a good portion of the year. He's obviously saw something that was okay, he can look more comfortable and be more comfortable on the right side, and he's been right. A lot of his in-game moves have been correct.
I super agree with all of that. And I mean, obviously Lorai, a player that has plenty of controversy about him between the fan base. And I think we lean back on that point of we are really bad as fans adjusting our perceptions of players. We've said something, we feel strongly about that, and moving off of that takes time, and some people are incapable of it. Mm-hmm. And that's what really drives me nuts. We could talk about Zadorov all day, about how we hated that signing. And a year and a half later, we sit here and go, actually, we were wrong. And
bad.
I think that's part of the fun. Why does everyone need to be right all the time? It's sports. It's not just sports. It's hockey. Hockey is, you're never going to be right about everything. In fact, you're probably going to be wrong more than you're right. It's a really tough sport to predict. Well, I like that we can change our mind about this.
Yeah. There it is again. Lorai should be deployed similar to Krug and shelter the living shit out of him because he can't defend. Like, watch his last month. It's the same point.
But I would shelter him. I also would shelter him though. That is still his role right now, is to be a third pairing guy.
But there's still too much of a he can't defend. Like, come on.
He's just not
definite improvement in that area.
There's a difference between can't defend and not a good defender. And he's not a good defender yet.
Correct.
I don't think he'll ever truly be a good defender. I really hope that I'm wrong about that someday. But thank you again, Baron, for more generosity. This is real for the folks at home. Don Sweeney's on the phone ordering lunch. I wish he would order me something. I'm starving, actually.
Yeah, I'm craving some noodles. I want some ramen.
I'm craving some wings. I want some wings. Oh, some good ramen though. Now we're gonna make the whole chat hungry. Court gets it. This is a comment worth highlighting. It literally looks though like, I mean, across Twitter, everyone's like, yeah, it's pretty quiet on this front. It's quiet on this front. This guy's at practice. He's skating with the team right now. It feels like the trade deadline's dead in the water, but I don't want to assume.
Yeah. Remember how a couple of years ago there was somebody I forget which player this was, but they skated off the ice and everyone was like, he was going to be traded. He's going to be traded. It turns out he was taking a shit. I think it was Patrick Laine.
I think that was Laine. Oh God! Now they're talking about food. Damn it! Stop! I'm so hungry. Stop it.
Oh my God! A Big Mac would slap right now.
Dude, South Carolina fast food has gotten so bad. Like even Big Macs just don't do it anymore.
Yo, super chat.
Yeah. Yes, real super chat. Slayer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wings are on me today, homie. You don't understand. This message, I'm gonna order wings, and when my fiance is like, thought we were trying to save some money, I'm like, hey, this was bought for me.
Yeah. Correct.
I'll also order her some wings too, though. Obviously, gotta be good.
Does she like wings?
She loves them boneless. Like that's her wraps there. But she's the type of lady where if she eats a piece of chicken and there's any sort of fatty bit to it, like the texture that you go, it'll keep her from eating chicken for the next 2 weeks. Like it'll shut down that meal. It'll shut down anything.
My wife and your wife are the same person.
I think they are very similar. I think they are. They're gonna have a good time at the wedding. It's gonna be great. Yep. Baron, you're the one donating, and now you're asking for money from other people.
He has to cover the donation.
Yeah, it's fair. That's valid. The vanilla shamrock shake or the mint? The mint.
Mint always. What are we doing?
Yeah, for sure. So she likes nuggets then. Court, don't be that guy. You're right, but don't be that guy. You're very right.
You're absolutely right. But yes, my wife is the same way. She doesn't like the bones.
Yeah, doesn't like.
And she sees me eating them off the bone, and she goes, "You are an animal." And I'm like, "No, this is how you're supposed to eat it."
I don't order things that are on the bone near her unless it's ribs. Those she has to stomach through because I am an absolute maniac when it comes to ribs.
Hell yeah. Big fan of Zaxby's. We just got a Raising Cane's here.
Dude, hold on. Sorry, I'm laughing at the comment, but Raising Cane's slaps. That shit is incredible. Why are we doing this to me? Why are we doing this to me?
Why are we doing this to me?
Yeah, I'm a selfish person. Chief, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I'm just yelling at you guys now for donating, but I do appreciate it. Seriously, this is all going to the wedding, other than that $20 to my lunch. This is all going to the wedding funds, and $2 has to go to Andrew.
Yes,
really funny how the Rangers put out a big letter about selling off pieces, and the jury makes basically no trades. I mean, Panarin, right? But your point stands. This has been fairly quiet for them. Also, that letter was the dumbest choice.
Hold on. I'll address this in a second. But someone says Dave's hot chicken is the best, and I 100% agree. Okay.
Never had it. I don't even know what that is.
Dave's Hot Chicken is fucking great. Get some Dave's Hot Chicken. They have some really, really good shit. Okay. So Chris Drury's bad at his job. He's bad at his job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Like there's no other description. Why does he still have this job?
Oh, that's Old Boys Club, man. You know that. The nearest Dave's Hot Chicken is about 3 hours from me. Seems worth it to me.
I agree. Yes, I agree. Hey man, if you come down here this summer, I'll treat you to some Dave's.
What a weird phrase. Let's see here. Mika Schneider. Why are they not trading Trocheck? Oh, I see this. Why are they not trading Trocheck or Mika or Schneider? Schneider fits their window for like retooling. I wouldn't move Schneider. I don't really understand why they want to. But yeah, they absolutely Mika should be out the door.
I don't like Schneider. There's just something about his game I just do not like. It's like he's not offensive enough to be an offensive defenseman, and he's not defensive enough to be a defensive defenseman.
I think Schneider still fits their window. I think he's a worthwhile player there.
Hi, Thomas.
There you go. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Dave's is not the best. It's solid. That's Walmart hot chicken compared to the real spots. Okay, so we're talking about chains here. So yes, you are correct. But as far as a chain goes, it slaps.
Yeah. Popeyes does. Oh, Popeyes is great. Popeyes is great. And I love pulling up to a Popeyes and they look at me and they're like, what are you doing here? It's a really great feeling. I really enjoy it. It is like the stereotypes about Popeyes is very true. There's not a lot of white people that go to Popeyes, but their chicken is incredible. It's so good. Holy shit. There's two. There's back to back. Hold on. Everyone relax. Thank you. Lord Lambda. Caberly, excellent. I would absolutely take a prime Caberly back right now. I would super do that.
Wait. Which Caberlet? Are we talking about Thomas Caberlet or Frank Caberlet?
Hopefully we're talking about Thomas. I don't want Frank. Thank you so much for Brett Arney. Also a long time member of the channel, part of the High Quality Inspectors group as well. Thank you for your generosity. That is huge, dude. That's crazy. Thank you. This is gonna make the fiance way more relaxed about a couple of things. She's doing a not to spoil this for anybody, but she's doing like a candy wall at the wedding where like we stack all of these different dispensers up for candies that people like. Which I think is gonna be really fun. We almost did. She asked me what I wanted, but here's the problem. I love old people candy. Necco wafers, circus peanuts, peach rings, good and plenty's. Like that's where I thrive.
Fucking love circus peanuts.
They're so good.
Oh,
but the problem is none of that stuff goes in these dispensing things well. The only thing that kind of works is good and plenty's. But good and plenty's is black licorice tar. And I will eat 1.5 pounds of them because I have no self-control. My teeth will look like they're rotting in my mouth because it's just black licorice everywhere. You can't have it at my wedding. Like I was like, I have to do this for myself. No, we can't do good and plenty's no matter how much I love them. We can't do it. More super chats. Thank you so much. Again, generosity from you guys. Crazy. Jack the Yak 69. Bruins have traded Lori for Los Polos Hermanos. We're not going to have a conversation about that right now. It's fine. If Los Polos Hermanos is what I'm thinking it is, we're going to walk away from that.
Hang on. We're gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, you look
it's
it
chicken
up.
Something.
Wait, is John B dueling somebody? Who's dueling? Where's John B? John B's here.
Oh, it's from Breaking Bad. It's from Breaking Bad.
Oh, I kind of thought it was one of those like Twin Peaks situations.
Close, but not really at all.
I never saw Breaking Bad. I watched one episode. And I didn't get hooked immediately. I know I need to watch it before everyone tortures me for that. I know I need to watch it. I just haven't done it. Only time I want Bojangles, it sucked balls. I hate Bojangles. I really, really do. So I guess you now have to defend that, Jambi, to people threatening your life. So have fun with that. Oh, we're talking about candies now. Yes. Sorry about the trade deadline, guys, but we're having great conversations about candies. So, like, that's something. Somehow our viewership is getting closer to 300 as we have these conversations.
Yeah. Circus peanuts were bad when I was a kid. No, circus peanuts always slapped. I disagree.
Dude, nerd clusters actually are crack. Those things are so good.
Well, yes, we do have A&W in the States. Yep, we do have A&W in the States. And it's very good.
Dude, how bad...
Wait, has a trade happened?
No, I'm just scrolling through Twitter now.
No, is that why she's barking?
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? How bad do you feel for the What Chaos boys who are doing a 24-hour stream for this? This has been brutal for them, I bet.
They had a pretty good evening with the John Carlson deal.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I don't watch enough of their stuff. I need to tune in more. I think I like them. I just gotta actually sit down and actually do that. Somebody's talking smack over here about Raising Cane's. Man, 1C Penguin. You're wrong. You're wrong. Raising Cane's is incredible. Their cane sauce slaps. Their big issue is they need to have a hot sauce. Oh, they need a hot sauce, but they don't. I'm salivating right now.
I really want some wings now. I was craving ramen. Now I want some fucking wings.
I'm gonna handle my doggos. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, if y'all have any questions, say them now. Actual hockey questions. I'm not talking about food. Best burgers, Harvey's. What Chaos is awesome. I would bathe in the cane sauce. Yeah, great hockey questions. Matthias Janmark having shoulder surgery. Rough luck for the Oilers. He's one of their better bottom six guys. Damn. This is going well. Jason Tatum is officially active. Natalie's gone. Everybody actually asks hockey questions, and then when he comes back, go back to food. When was the last time you kicked a dog? I ain't kicking shit. Is pasta washed? No. Does Boston need depth at right D or a top center? Depends on what window you're looking at. Right now, they need depth at right defenseman. Yeah. Pasta isn't washed. He's just worn out. Just waiting for something to happen. Yep, I agree. I mean, something did happen. We traded Brett Harrison and Jackson Edward. You want Ristolainen? I'd rather die.
Ristolainen's fine. I just don't want to pay the price for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is a great question. He should be back. Les Mills should be back for training camp. He should be. He'll need time, though, to ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if you could do city trades where you could do Drake May for Robert Thomas? I mean, obviously, what team is out there in St. Louis?
There is. They used to be the Rams. It is no longer.
That's right. Yeah, but it would be kind of fascinating if you could do that because I'm obviously more of a hockey guy than a football guy, and I would take that trade all day. Mm-hmm. I would absolutely do that. I don't want Dougie Hamilton back. No, thank you for mentioning him though.
To get that Carlo guy, not this version of Carlo. We fucking love Carlo, not this version of Carlo.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, no trades. I'm surprised that there's not more coming from the Red Wings here because. I mean, at what point do you actually commit to your team or not? I don't know. Why are they not buying?
No one wants Hamilton.
Yeah. I mean, they might be right about that. That's a huge contract, too.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a stab at this one? I talked about it a little bit in the last video.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Pasta is hurt. I think people are forgetting that he said in the preseason that this injury that he is dealing with is something that he's going to be dealing with for the rest of his career. So that's one. Two, does anybody notice that Sturm does not challenge when he should and will challenge when Sturm does not challenge when he should and will challenge nothingness? Okay, got it. That's just something he's going to have to work on. His in-game adjustments are great. His feel in the peripheries of the game, he needs a lot of work on. I think that's just what it is.
Don't hold yesterday's challenge against him, though, because that one was simply we're down 4 goals and there was some sort of pressure in front of Korpisalo. We're just looking for anything to help us out here. So, like, that was I'm fine with going. We're down 4. We're not coming back in this one. Like, I'm just hoping for something to turn the tides. But other than that, yes, I agree that he's bad at that right now.
Yeah,
right now he's a rookie head coach. Like he's a rookie head coach, and he's been so good in other areas that it's just really difficult to truly criticize the guy. These are just little nitpicky things that we can get at him
about. We got a trade.
No way.
Bobby McMahon.
Things oh, they did it.
Nothing ever happens except this.
What? I don't even see it. What's the trade?
It's in the chat. I don't know what the trade is exactly.
We have 2 people. Did they bamboozle us again? They love a bamboozle. God, do they love a bamboozle.
They love a good bamboozle.
I respect that. My channel's full of bamboozle. Like that's the way we do it. Challenges. Another reason to fire Chris Kelly. Kind of hate that you're right about that, by the way.
Why did we need another reason?
Right. That's kind of the problem. No destination reported. Thank you, Zombie. You fucking stud. Hey, anybody have a gun I can borrow? My God. This sucks. Court and I don't know if he's still in this chat. We're going to talk about nothing tonight. We're going to sit there and just stare into each other's eyes. We're going to lick each other's lips.
It's from Dave Pagnotta, as you were. Okay, never mind. It's from Dave Pagnotta, as you were. He links everybody to everything. He is a spaghetti journalist.
Hold on. He doesn't, I'm not saying he always hits, but he hits at times. Like, it's not always false.
It's not always false, but it's not always false because he carpet bombs.
Yeah. I don't know why people don't recognize that. Like, it's just not a good idea to do that. I don't know. I've stayed out of that for the most part, anyway. Going back to the conversation about the challenges, right about yesterday's challenge, but between thinking it every time since he started, not just yesterday. But I'm sorry, I'm reading this like I'm a 3rd grader. That's my fault. I have faith in him, though, but those seem way off is all. Thank you. Yes, we are very much on the same page there. We are very much. Oh, wait, do we get some Tia action in here? What's Tia saying?
Tia's making fun of me.
Oh, good. That is always welcomed.
Tia is bullying me, as she always is, and is always right to do.
Oh, we will have stuff to talk about, Court. You're so right. I think Hagens makes the roster out of camp next year. You know what? It's a wild take, gasoline cowgirl. But I think you're right. I think you're onto something here. I think you are. I also really like your username. Big fan of that. I don't know why.
Gasoline cowgirl.
I just like it.
You just do it to the tune of Rhinestone Cowboy. You're a gasoline cowgirl.
Thank you for singing for us, Andrew. McMahon to the Oilers would be a great fit. That would be a great fit. But how are they? What assets do they have left?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Andrew, you hideous racist, calling Pagnotta a spaghetti journalist. Do you guys know the definition of a spaghetti journalist? That's so good.
I recently was talking to you know what? The story is actually not a good one, I can tell. We'll move on. We do have another super chat. Hans Slomo, another longtime member of the channel. Thank you so much for your generosity. I forgot that you are in Winnipeg. I don't know why I always forget that. If you could get one Bruin, past or present, to officiate your wedding, who would it be? Bergeron. Not even close. Not even close. It would be Bergeron. Ooh, that's dangerous, though, isn't it? That's a little dangerous.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's also
yes. No, because you'd call off the wedding because you'd be like, I love him.
Well, so there's danger, but also my wonderful fiance's favorite player is Bergeron. And I mean, how do I compete with that? I guess is what I'm getting at here. Thank you, Hunslomo, for the generosity and the inferiority complex to my favorite player. I appreciate that.
People are thinking I'm being racist.
You're not actually being racist.
Can I just explain it?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Can I actually just explain it? Yeah. A spaghetti journalist is somebody who throws everything at the wall to see what sticks.
Yes. Yep. Also,
okay,
you can't be racist towards Italians. Italians will give it right back to you. I have Italian friends. So
I was going to say you better say something else to end that.
No, so when you're the white pocket of like Europe, right? So like I'm sort of Irish, Scottish, and a little bit of English in there, right? I don't know. I don't really care about any of that stuff. But I like to joke that I'm Black Irish because I'm Irish with black hair, which is actually the definition of Black Irish. It freaks people out when I say that, though, because I think I'm being a piece of shit. When you're talking to like Polish people or people from Polish heritage, Italians, things like that, or Irish, those are still really funny jokes when you're crossing those lines. There are ones that like aren't funny when you start like getting into, Black Americans, Asians, things like that. Like there's clearly a different vibe with those kind of jokes, I guess is what I'm getting at. So like me and my Italian buddies will cross those lines all the time. But they like to come at me for being Irish. And I enjoyed that. Now, Andrew, on the other hand, absolutely racist towards Italians. Absolutely racist towards Italians. Those spaghetti eating fucks. God, I love spaghetti.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, he quoted me directly.
The worst was before. Oh wait, this is what worst deadline acquisition by B's error. Rick Nash. Rick Nash worked out really terribly.
Rick Nash was a good acquisition.
Yeah, it just worked out terribly. It's one of those that you're like, damn, it sucks that this didn't go the way we wanted. Terrible acquisitions. I'm bad at these because my memory is just not good enough.
Mm-hmm. Huge if true.
Huge if true. What Bruin would you want to DJ the wedding?
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there...
Who would be fun?
I seem to remember a few years ago. Who was like Geeky, because he's a musician.
Honestly, though, I think it would be Pasta because he's an idiot when it comes to music. He vibes with whatever is out there, and he's just gonna play it. I think that'd be really fun. My fiance wouldn't, but I think that'd be really fun. They're saying Colorado for McMahon. All right, interesting.
Okay, they're loading up.
They should be. They should be every single year until this window closes. Mm-hmm. I am throwing shade. Absolutely. Nick Ritchie was bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nick Ritchie was not a good acquisition.
Nick Ritchie was really bad.
Stempniak.
Yeah. Especially for Dan Hyman.
Yeah, that's true. Pinota says Flyers have traction with Boston, Detroit. That's 2 hours ago. That's. I do believe that we're in on Ristolainen. I do believe that. That price is going to be obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. What would you give for Ristolainen before you would think it's too expensive?
I would get Florida's first rounder because I think we all have a belief that that's going to be an awful first round pick by the time it comes to fruition. Mm-hmm. That's the only first rounder I'm giving up for a Risto deal, though, and then I'll toss in like a Liesel.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
so you would actually trade multiple assets for Rasmus Ristolainen.
He's been good enough where I think it's and especially at the position he plays, I think it's fair to say, yeah, I would give up actual value, I suppose, for him. But it's more about what these right-handed defensemen are getting valued at. And maybe I'm wrong, actually. Is Risto even right-handed?
I believe he is.
He's defensively really solid, and his cap hit isn't crazy, and it's not long. So, yeah. Also, God, you got to imagine that the Flyers are not good for anybody's overall play. I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah.
No one ever seems to be thriving
you're not.
Philly.
Didn't Sean Couturier just score his first goal in like 31 games?
Yeah, an empty netter against us. You got it. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who are we taking with our first, and why is it Casey Mutrin? I haven't done my draft research yet. I'm sorry, I'm not tuned in enough to have the conversation. I usually
our first or Toronto's first.
Oh, I see. This is what I mean. I don't even know how high or low this guy could be a 6th rounder for all I know. I truly have not paid attention enough. Hard to disagree with giving up a first for Risto. I think that's an appropriate response. I'm not going to argue with you here.
Hard disagree for trading for Risto, but I see your logic.
Yeah.
Because he's good defensively. He is good defensively. It's just he's kind of dumb, and he's. I don't know if he's as penalty prone as Zadorov is, but I'm really apprehensive about guys that have even the reputation of taking a lot of penalties, like a Kovacevic, who's not getting traded. So I don't know. I think the last thing we need is just overly aggressive oafs. We need some intelligence in the back end. The size, we have enough size.
Is it weird to say Zadorov is the intelligence?
Yes, actually,
yes, it is. It's just moments where like he'll have a game where I go, God, he just saw everything. He understood everything that was happening, and then he's gonna do.
And then you have moments where he's like, "Wow, this guy's really stupid."
Yeah. This is an interesting one because I understand where you're going here, Chris. I'm ready for the old Sweeney press conference saying we were in on several players, but nothing came about. Like I get where you're coming from with this. Last year was so effective and busy, and this year is walking such a dangerous line. Not making a choice is sometimes the right choice, occasionally. I still feel like it would
if
be
it's not right.
Easy to criticize not moving off of peak and not like saying I'm keeping guys for depth. I think that's easy to criticize right now. But the prices are sky high, and the Bruins they have red flags everywhere. So it's really hard to convince me that we have to really go all
in. I don't think Sweeney makes those press conferences a lot, though. I think he has a lot of people think Sweeney's this idiot. Sweeney makes moves, and Sweeney does. He will always have this. He always has a plan in place far before the deadline. And if what is out there doesn't align with his plans, he won't make them. Like, he never makes a trade to make a trade. That's one thing that we can never, ever criticize him for. He doesn't make a trade just because he feels like he needs to make a move.
Yeah. That's honestly the worst GMs in the league are the ones who felt pressure to do something and did something.
Yeah, exactly. Sweeney's a good GM. He's objectively a good GM. I mean, everybody has their things about him, but a top 5-7 GM in this league.
I think you could easily say top 10, even though people largely disagree with that. But you spend a little time going over other. Yeah, you spend some time going over other GMs in the league, and boy. Now, look, the comments like this, Neely is the idiot. You probably have an argument there. I think Sweeney's better at his job than he gets credit for. I think Neely probably deserves more criticism than he gets.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's an oaf.
Yeah. Never forgive Trelly for the Sagan trade. We will never know the whole story. I mean, we're going to have to wait another 10 years for someone to write a book I'm waiting for someone to retire so someone can tell me what really happened there. Because to this day, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know.
Who did he bang is what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, that tends to be the conversation. But again, I said this about the Olmark stuff earlier. It's inappropriate to just sit here, and I'm guilty of this with the Sagan, so this is me being hypocritical. But it's inappropriate to sit here and act like we know what happened there and criticize a player on actions that we don't know were taken. And it's not super fair to the player. Now, of course, Sagan really made sure that it was very believable with every single thing he did after that trade. But we're just waiting. Someday someone will write a book and we'll know. Someday.
Mm-hmm.
John,
absolutely, and I can't wait.
Yeah, same. Johnny, I understand that you got to lurk. I'm sorry about your day job. I was able to. I mean, technically, I'm working right now, but don't tell my boss that. But Johnny, I want to point out for everybody, is under real pressure right now because obviously Bruins. There's a lot of nervous energy, but for the Red Wings, who that's his other team, he's like a 50-50 guy. Oh boy, he just needs to see some positivity out of there, and he's scared. He's scared. He should be scared.
He should be. The Wings are frauds.
All the Horton's wife stuff. We know, but the only reason I have a hard time believing it is Horton would have beat the fucking brakes off the guy.
Yeah. Nick Delorier to Carolina.
Oh! I just... Okay, cool. Sure. That's good. That's a good get for them. It's a good get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good for them. God. Classic good for them. Delorier is a fucking plug.
That is funny. The two highest picks we've had the past 30, 40 years, we traded and got next to nothing back. That is kind of funny.
What's your definition of funny?
Pain. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
You might want to see a therapist.
No.
I'm just saying.
I use my brain as a therapist. I think about things, my brain responds, and we make it work. Can we address the fact that Allen looking Brady Tkachuk is banging
that alien looking?
Oh, why do we have to address that? I don't even understand what we're talking about here.
Sydney Sweeney is a hot actress, and Brady Tkachuk is banging the hot actress. There's your update.
Yeah, but aren't they both known for being incredibly stupid? I don't care about their personal lives, frankly.
Yes.
I don't. I think Sydney Sweeney's a terrible actress. I can't. Her and that Glenn Powell guy, every time they're in a movie, I'm like, I can't watch it. They're so bad at what they do. They're hot. They just can't act. Just tune in. Can we get a recap of trades? Absolutely, Zach.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, all right, cool.
Done.
Good talk. Good talk. No, we have, we could do trades. We could do every trade. Here we go. Or do we want specific Bruins? No, we'll do all of them. Let me just bring this up on Puckpedia so I don't get anything wrong here. Corey Perry went to the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's neat.
Whoa.
For a second rounder. Crazy.
For a second.
Heine went to the Panthers for future considerations.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Foligno went to the Wild for future considerations. Just doing right by the guy. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. We got Rizzo and Gendron for Harrison and Jackson Edward from Philly. That should mean nothing to you. Yeah, the shade thrown to Sweeney. She's bad at her job, and she complains about it. Bobby Brink went to the Wild for David Juracek. Actually, that's probably a pretty good deal for both sides on that one. But I do love that get for the Wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
John Carlson for a conditional first rounder and a third goes over to Anaheim. That's a pretty big one, I would say. I hate this trade.
Is that the biggest one we've had so far?
Yeah, that was probably the most out of left field. This is probably the one I dislike the most because it feels like Buffalo is screwing up. I don't like what Buffalo's doing. They bring in Logan Stanley and Luke Shen, which I don't hate Logan Stanley, but I just don't see a ton of value in that. It's mostly depth stuff. They give up Isaac Rosen, Jacob Bryson, a second rounder, and a fourth. second rounders in 2027. None of that's super consequential, but it feels like they're all over the map. Buffalo is. They do bring in Sam Carrick as well for a third and a sixth. Connor Garland, forgot about that one. That's right. He goes to Columbus for a second and a third. Yes, I agree that the Bruins could have matched that. Yes, I understand why you would be frustrated seeing that happen for Columbus, especially with them chasing us. I also really understand why they would not do that. Because
I don't want that. I'm so glad that the Bruins weren't truly in on that, because the Bruins could have had that trade pretty easily.
They could have. And with all the smoke about them wanting Garland, I feel like they would have been one of the first ones called about it.
Yep, correct.
Also, Andrew's a notorious little guy gross kind of dude. So, yeah, Garland's not his vibe.
Yeah, fucking despise that. Why isn't he 8 inches taller?
Yeah. Perron does go to Detroit for a fourth rounder. That's inconsequential. Fogle and a third go to the Senators for a second and a third to the Kings. Sure, that feels like a lot for Fogle, but whatever. That's
who has 9 points this year.
Basically it. Nicholas Waugh for a first and a fifth. That's crazy.
There was that Tyler Myers deal.
And then the Tyler Myers deal is down there a little ways. Like we're starting to get deep into yesterday and days before. So,
okay.
At this point, At this point, we're not catching up on anything.
Yeah.
Supposedly, St. Louis wanted
the McMahon deal never actually happened.
Did it not? That really just fell through?
I don't think it actually happened.
Maybe you were right to be very, very critical. I'm going to be critical about something in a second.
Okay.
Supposedly, St. Louis wanted Hagens, Minton, and 2 firsts for Thomas. Anyone doing that? Not me. I am not doing that. That is too much for me, even though Thomas is probably worth that. But that's going to hurt too much. That's coming from Jimmy Murphy. It's not real. That's not a real thing. Now, the ask is probably somewhere around there, but the source is, you got to check the source on that one.
Yeah,
being mean. Yeah, I am also floored that Nick Law got that much.
Let's pretend for a second that that was the real ask. Let's pretend. If you're Doug Armstrong, you absolutely ask for that.
Yes. You have no reason to move off Thomas. It's I don't even understand why they would do that.
Yeah.
He still is young enough that he fits in.
Is it because Armstrong is gone? Is it because Armstrong is gone and it's like, here you go, Alexander Steen, new job?
If it's because of that, it's because he's trying to be the bad guy so Steen can rebuild this thing the way they need to. I think it would be with Steen in mind in a positive way, because if Steen starts his tenure by doing something like that, he's a dead man walking. So. I would do Hagens and Toronto's first for Thomas, nothing more. That's huge value as well. I would throw in Patra to that for Thomas. I am seeing Patra or Liesel or something like that as more throw-ins at this point. But I would do a little more than that probably, but not by much. And even then, that's so painful. It's so painful to do that. But that is Thomas's value. Why is everyone valuing Thomas like he has McDavid or Kucherov? He's a 1C, as a championship level 1C. McDavid would go for 4, 5, 6 firsts. McDavid would command more of a cost than that.
He's an 80.1C who is 26 years old. Come on.
Yeah.
He's the jewel.
Yeah. And he plays both sides of the puck extremely well. He makes the players around him better. He's more of a playmaker than a scorer, but he can also absolutely rip the puck. This guy does everything at an elite level. This is more of a conversation about what people's perspective of Thomas is versus what he actually is, honestly.
Yep.
What do we got?
So, gets Luke Glendening off waivers.
Okay.
Vancouver gets 6'9" Curtis Douglas off waivers.
Okay.
And Florida gets Cole Reinhardt. Those are the moves.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. The next time there are moves, just match the excitement to the level of move. All right? Could you not just
waivers are exciting.
Are they now?
Yes.
Good stuff.
What if Sweeney does absolutely nothing at the deadline? Yeah, what if, let's talk about that. What if he stands pat? What will your feeling be?
I don't think I'm going to be that upset. Like, again, entertainment-wise, fuck you, man. That sucks. But this is where the team is at, is they have assets to spend at the draft this year. They have exciting prospects. They're trying to maximize a window, but they're trying to make sure they're not shutting that window too quickly. So...
Absolutely fair.
Is Peak worth a top 3 scorer in the ECHL? I would say so.
Capitals are acquiring Timothy Liljegren from the Sharks, according to Chris Johnston.
Sorry, repeat that?
The Washington Capitals are acquiring Timothy Liljegren from the Sharks, according to Chris Johnston.
That was the appropriate level of excitement for the trade. I appreciate that. Thank you. You take notes really well. You're really good at that. Okay. We're all this sucks, dude. This sucks so much. I mean, even the thing with the Carlson trade being a big deal, which it was, even then I was like, okay, like, I don't care that much. I would also be slightly annoyed if we don't trade Peak, but that's what it's going to amount to if we do nothing. I'll have slight annoyance on stuff. Like, I just, yeah. Let's see here. Yes, it was awesome to be at Dev Camp. And one of the things that really stuck out about Dev Camp last year is that Hagens truly makes the drills more difficult intentionally. No one instructed him to do that, but you see him working on his handling, adding extra things to the drills. Like, that guy is really, really focused on development, and there's a reason he's as good as he is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, agreed. You could tell he wasn't like Liesel was a couple of years ago, where he was very obviously the most skilled guy there, and like was there almost like acting like he was there as a punishment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was working. He was working really hard. And I love the kid. I can't wait to see him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Liljegren would have made some sense for Boston. He's a true rental. We'll wait to see the cost, but he's a true rental. I don't think that does make a lot of sense for Boston, at least this year. The real trade deadline was the friends we made along the way. Of course it was. It always is.
Absolutely.
Do we re-sign RV and Peak? No and no, for different reasons, but no to each.
No and no. Yeah. Bruins should target Jesper Kotkaniemi. They absolutely should not. Moving on.
That's someone who...
she's about to scream at that one that I just did.
Yeah, there you go. Hold on. Who is this? SC Sox fans. I can't see the picture, but I think I know who this is. Hold on. Let me see. Because I wonder... Yeah, you son of a bitch. I'm not going to reveal your identity, but that's a Canes fan who would really love it if they would take Kotkaniemi. He's just willing that into existence.
Oh, shit. That's not Knuckle Puck, right?
Oh, you're going to get to meet
him.
It is, isn't it? You're going to get to meet him at the wedding.
Oh, hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Friedman is reporting that St. Louis and Islanders are close to a Braden Shen deal.
Okay. Shen to the Islanders? Thank God. I did not want to be involved in the Shen stuff. I did not want to.
I didn't even realize there was Shen stuff.
Yeah. I had heard whispers, but no, I did not want to be interested in that.
No, whispers.
Whispers.
No, absolutely not.
I do like how every time there's a trade or rumored trade, all the analytics sites put up their little charts. It's just back to back to back to back on Twitter.
Yep.
Did lack of double retention really hurt
much
deadlines more than expected? I don't think so. I think a bunch of GMs are just being whiny and they'll use it as an excuse.
What did you say in the last episode? Do your job.
Yeah, do your job. Do your job. How much damage will you be taking at the bachelor party? More than I want to. I promise you that. Timeline works great, but how ballsy do you realistically believe Sweeney could be to go all in on bolster his team to be a contender in the next year or two? If the contending window that he's trying to launch is next year and not this year, I think he'll be fairly ballsy. It's just not going to be ballsy with a smaller window. It's going to be a player with real term. So I guess it just depends on what you mean by ballsy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, is it already down to 50 minutes? Wow.
And babe, you promised we'd do.
Don't you do Shen stuff tonight? I just have a headache. There are little things happening. There are small little nuggets of shit happening. But yeah, this is pretty abysmal.
Nuggets like the boneless wings that our wives like.
Yeah, that have been bought for me, and I can't wait to order them. I'm so excited for some wings. So very excited.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Knuckle Puck just texted me, then just cursing me out. This is good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, serves him right for trying to foist Cuck and Yemi on us. See, I said that right, Tia.
Tia, come get this man. Come get this man. Some sources say Robert Thomas just took a shit. Actually, that is Thomas, like the short shift Thomas that just took a shit. So they mixed up some names there.
Yes. He just took a raging dumper. It cracked the toilet.
Yeah. He actually goes through a toilet seat every week. I wasn't supposed to say that publicly, though.
It's crazy. Grace loves it. 10 out of 10.
Still can't get over John Carlson being moved. That's too meth craziest thing of the last day.
Yep. It's very meth.
Was that autocorrect? Sympathy for Mario? Was that autocorrect? What do you got going on?
That's too meth. No, that's too meth.
Turned me into
I think
meth.
He's right.
Autocorrect. Yeah. Sympathy for Mario knows how to party.
No, I think they were right. They're right either way.
Yeah. Oilers going to offload Freddie, right? Can you imagine what they'd have to give up just to move off that contract? Oh no!
He have you by the ball.
Tia. Hit him with the hooked on phonics, Tia. Get his ass.
What's finished for hooked on phonics?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. See, you can't pronounce shit.
I have zero faith that Sweeney will ever do something big for this team. Well, hold on. What was last year's deadline? That was huge.
Where have you been?
That was huge.
Where have you been the last 10 years?
The problem is this year there hasn't been much, and the year before last year, I don't think there was much. But last year there was a ton, and then obviously the year before that there was a lot. As we tried to capitalize.
This implies that he never has.
It does. That's where you got to have faith, brother. Yeah. Anakin Palpatine. Oh, yeah. Your faith is probably easily shooketh. Dark side. No, I get it.
Ah, look at you.
Look at me. Jimmy Murphy announced McDavid to the Bruins with 100% retention. You know what? For once, I think I'll believe a Jimmy Murphy rumor. I think for once.
Yeah. The one that he gets right. Good job by you, Jimmy.
And James. Good job, James.
Jimmy, I don't trust. Yeah, Jimmy, I don't trust. James, I trust in my life.
Did we get the Shen? What's actually being traded back, or
It looks like the trade call. It looks like the trade call is being completed.
players' approval still pending? Are we fucking serious? Can we stop doing this?
Yep.
What is your take on the Parayko stuff, by the way? What is your real take there?
Good. Good for him. Good for Parayko. Good for Parayko. You signed me with this thing. I'm gonna use this thing. Don't get mad when I use the thing.
Yeah. The criticism, I hate when players get criticized for this, which I honestly have not seen a lot of Blues fans get pissed off at Parayko, so good job by them. But I've never understood the, like, I'm mad at the player. Get mad at the GM. Get mad at the GM.
Yep.
Don't get mad at the
You
employee.
gave me this. You gave me this. I will use this.
Yeah.
You're going to get mad at me for using this? Don't give me the thing to use.
How would you feel if your boss got pissed at you for using PTO? And I know a bunch of you probably have dealt with that before.
Yes. Then don't make PTO a thing.
Pastrnak, Hagens, and a first for McDavid with Edmonton retaining. I don't do that. I don't do that because McDavid's a free agent in a year and a half.
Yes.
I love McDavid in a Bruins sweater, but Pastrnak is, not close to McDavid, but close enough, and then Hagens and a first on top of that. Is that weird that I wouldn't do this?
No.
That feels weird that I wouldn't do that. Oh, I love this deal. Oh, I love this deal. Oh my God, I love this deal. Because I'm so fucking hungry. Fuck you guys. God damn it. I'm hungry. Stop. Oh, I love Cheetos too. I really do. There's more. Oh, the Red Wings have acquired San Jose's third-round pick from the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for Elmer Soderblom. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy be big.
Yeah, he's big.
That's the 6'8" winger.
Oh, is he? He's no
John B
Lucerno.
loves him.
Oh.
John B loves that guy.
Oh, that's not great news then.
Yeah, John B loves that dude. The shirt to the Sharks?
Yeah. No. Sorry, no, to Pittsburgh. It's San Jose's pick, but it's from the Penguins. From the Penguins.
Oh, I see. Dubas? Look at you.
He's been solid over there. He's really twisted the right knobs.
Mm-hmm.
I could have phrased that differently.
Good job.
Why is it?
Oh, he says I did once. I don't think he likes him anymore.
Well, you take a third out of that though. Why is Detroit trading guys off their team? Yep. Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Well, probably because, as John B just said, he's been on the outside looking in. So there you go. Getting a third-round pick for an extra. We know what that's like. Up. The deal is official. Shen to the Isles.
Hey.
Shen's waived.
Well, how about that? I would want to go to a playoff team too. I get it. Also, the island is a fun place to live. It really is.
Yeah. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know.
I lived in Massapequa for a couple of years, so
Kyle,
which is on Long Island.
Oh, you've been everywhere.
Yeah.
You've been everywhere.
I bounced around. Well, I've bounced around the East Coast a little bit. I haven't spent any real living time on the West Side, and I don't think I'll ever be in the Central Time Zone unless it was like, God, Minnesota does seem really great. Not right this second for a lot of stuff, but like it seems like a wonderful place to live. And everyone I've ever met from Minnesota has been one of the loveliest people like ever. So that seems like a neat spot. But what was the return for the Shen stuff?
Has not been announced just yet, but the waiving has been announced.
Okay. All right.
What do you think? Guesses down below.
Yeah, tell us what you guys think. That's a great way to feed the piranhas, brother. Good job there. That's great stuff.
I am an agent of chaos.
I don't even know what Shen's value is. Like,
is he still scoring? Is he still doing good things?
I don't think so. I think he's been a below average, like middle sixer, and he still has a lot of money on the books. Let's see here. Ooh, the JFresh card isn't sexy, but I know what we say about JFresh cards. I get it, but
is it that they're sexy?
No, a lot of people seem to really dislike them. I lean on natural stat trick and JFresh for most of my stuff because I feel like I tend to agree with them the most. Yeah, I just probably a middling pick, right? Like a middling pick. He's 34. He has 2 more years after this one at 6.5 million. It's Braden Shen, right? That's who we're talking about.
Yes, that is correct.
Trade Hagens in a first for Schaefer. I would do that in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? I would trade more than that for Schaefer right this second.
I think the Islanders would ask for the deed to the both
the Coliseum.
They would, yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah. That's yeah. Schaefer is an unbelievable player. At 18 years old, the shit he's doing and he's truly taken a team that was like and launched them up into more relevancy. It's just incredible stuff. Incredible. He's such a mature player for 18 years old. It's just crazy. Tia wants us to make our predictions for the last 30 minutes.
Peak to the Red Wings.
Yep, Johnny would be so pissed. He's like, I still have to watch Peak. The predictions are tough here because I'm starting to really see the road close off for the Bruins to do anything meaningful.
I'm pretty sure you said that like 5 minutes before the Marchand trade went through, so you might want to like hold off on that.
It wouldn't have been the Marchand trade because the Marchand trade, I remember we got to 3:00 and I went, oh my God, he's definitely one of the last calls. Because what we were dealing with it was a Carlo trade. He wasn't extended was the problem. And I was like, he's not extended, he's getting moved. I just thought the return was going to be awful. And the return wasn't great, but also you're doing right by the player. So what are you really doing at that point? There will be retention on the Shen deal. Now that's where, okay. So like when you talk about retention for 3 years.
There's retention?
I don't know if that's confirmed. That's what the comment is. But if so, then you're looking at a high-level pick. I just don't think Shen's that good anymore. I think this might be a mistake happening. Bruins aren't winning the cup this season, lucky to be in playoff contention. Let's hope the Leafs hit 6 overall, and that draft pick plus another year or 2 of player development is enough to get back. Yeah, which is why we can be comfortable. Yeah, but it's why we can be comfortable with very little movement from the Bruins this year at the trade deadline. I mean,
but even if you do make a move, you can do both. You are able to do both. It's a tightrope act, but you can do both of those things. Like it's not if you're not first, you're last. It's not one of those kind of situations.
God, it really seems like the Risto line price is high. Everyone keeps talking about like, well, they're not. Doesn't seem to be meeting Philly's price. Like, how high is the cost for this guy?
Is it because he's right-handed?
Yes. Well, of course it is. Of course it is. 100% it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Literally, there was like 14 teams going into the deadline who were like, we're looking for a top 4 right-handed defenseman. I was like, yeah, no kidding.
And there's like maybe 6 of them in the whole league.
Yeah. You okay over there? We can't see you, so we just got to assume that someone came in and pounded you in the face or something.
Yeah, I'm dead.
No, he's good. Okay.
I've died.
Rip. R.I.P. R.I.P. Jackson Edward. Not Edwards, not Jack Edwards. Jackson Edward was traded, and Brett Harrison was traded. So glad Brett Harrison's not on the Bruins fucking books anymore. So glad. The price for Risto should be a first-round pick to us for taking him. Gotta imagine that's not how that's going to work out, but I like it. Liljegren to Washington. Yeah, we saw that one. Like Kadri to Montreal for Laine, Reinbacher, a second and a third. I think this is going to sound dumb. Well, actually, how much time does Laine have left on his deal?
I actually don't know off the top of my head. I think he has one more year.
I have to look this up, actually. Because if he has more time on this squad, like significantly more time on that cap hit, I think Montreal has to give up more if the line is going back the other way. No, he's a free agency at the end of the year. Okay, that makes sense then.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just realized something. Penguins got Soderblom, right? Soderblom is 6'8", 250 pounds. They also have Justin Brazeau.
Let's say they have a type. Brazeau had a nice little start to the season. I don't know if he continued that after coming back from injury. I don't think so, though.
He didn't.
Yep.
He did not.
Wait. We lost Jackson Edwards. Yes, we did. In a basically AHL swap. I'm sorry, brother. Again, he was just a nice commodity to have. It was just fun. Just fun.
He was fun, but he was never going to make the AHL. He was never going to make the NHL. Actually, he was never going to make the AHL. He was playing in Maine.
I still think he had some potential there, but it wasn't working out.
Yeah, right. And that happens sometimes.
If the Bruins stand pat, do we consider that a loss? Doesn't help now or for the future? No, because sometimes, again, preventing yourself from making a mistake is the right decision. And this is the kind of year you find yourself in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a not a buyer's market, everyone.
Yeah. Yep. So the conditions for the Toronto pick are a little weird. If it's in the top 5 this year, the Bruins don't get it. That does create a situation where it gets really confusing because next year it is top 10 protected, sort of. But I believe, and I can double check this too, just to make sure. But next year, if Toronto doesn't get to keep their pick, they have to choose whether to send it to us or to Philly. Gotta imagine if it's high enough, they give it to Philly rather than a division rival, just to spite the Bruins, which I would too, right? And then it turns into a 2028. It becomes unprotected in 2028. So I can read it out to you and it'll see if it makes more sense. If it's top 5 protected, it slides to 2027. The 2027 pick goes to Philadelphia as part of the Nhl trade if it is outside the top 10, which converts this pick to a... Oh, yeah, okay. So if it's outside the top 10, it automatically goes to Philly, which means Boston gets an unprotected 2028 pick from the Leafs. If this pick slides to 2027 and is in the top 10, Toronto can either give it to us or give it to Philly, and the other team gets the unprotected version in 2028. So again, if it slides to next year, it's very likely Philly's pick. And then we get the 2028. Because I don't want to give it to a division rival. Like, why would you do that? We already won that trade with Fraser Minton, by the way. It's already a win.
Yeah. Yep.
God, there is nothing else. Help!
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Okay. People talking about pasta trades again?
Can we stop that?
I don't know. I just see people
Can we put like a moratorium on it?
Yeah, you don't win a pasta trade. You do not. You're giving up the best guy.
No. You think you do. This person thinks they do. They don't.
Oh, love this. Let's talk about this for a second. Yes, I'm so glad you brought this up. Shane Wright. Change of scenery kind of move. I would love if they found a way to swap up my problem for your problem. Like, I would give up Liesel and... Well, let's call it something more realistic. I would give up Patra and like a middling pick for Shane Wright. Because he hasn't done enough to really establish himself in the NHL, and it's starting to get a little concerning. But there's still a lot to like about his game. He's playing in a bottom six for one of the worst run organizations in the NHL. Seattle is
How is this team in the playoff spot?
awful at understanding how to deploy their players. Their structure is shit. Like I think they're so poorly run. I don't know how they're in a playoff spot. I really don't. They're under 500 by true wins losses. They're negative in goal differential. They're not good. They're not a good team. The West is just fucking terrible. But
Shane Wright, 23 points in 61 games, a +7 rating. Average time on ice this year, 13:57.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
For that team.
It's
not bad.
Yeah. I
those are kind of geeky numbers.
I think Seattle just
I'm being honest.
mishandles their people. They just do it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Like
geeky for sure. Drieger says a first, third, and a prospect for Shen. That better be retained. That better be 50% retained. Wow, that better be retained.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. I do want to touch on this real quick. Leafs are going to suck for a long time. 2028 pick will still be high, but there's a long time to go. So they are going to try to do what the Bruins are doing, which is retool. So the expectation is next year probably doesn't go super well for them, but then they're like back in the picture. They have the pieces to get back in the picture. They need a structural overhaul, coaching, GM, everything. But I'm not super confident that a team that has Nylander and Matthews and Nyes and these pieces is going to be like terrible in 2028. A lot can happen in those years. Mm-hmm. I could see why you feel that way. I'm not even saying you're wrong. It's just it could go either way in my brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have to sell something. Oh, someone just said if that's what Shen's getting, we have to sell something. Are you in that? Are you in that camp at this point?
It's really hard to not be, right? It's really hard to like. You're not going to get real value for peak Arvidsson. You might genuinely get a second-round pick for Arvidsson. He's a true rental. He's a true rental in his early 30s. Mm-hmm. And he's very likely to test the free agency market in a year. You still might get a second-round pick for him. It's just hard to ignore. Can we hold on? This is terrible. Chris Burnham. Come on, brother. Come on. Can we trade Pastrnak for Thomas Cairo and a second-round pick? St. Louis says no.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Good question.
I just like they get older, right? And they give up a bunch of premium assets where they could have filled a lot more than one hole and not have a guy in his 30s coming out of that. Like that's not going to work. Also, the Boston Bruins don't want to do that. I don't think. Although that is fairly solid value. Like I don't do it because I'd rather have Pastrnak, but still, at least you're like I'm not hanging up right away.
Yeah, I'm not kicking you out of bed for eating cookies. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I'm going to let you answer the one that I just highlighted.
The West is too bad. The West is too bad. There are too many teams that Toronto has to trip over. What's the terminology for that? In order to get into that sort of spot. And even if they did get into the top 5, like there's still a lottery. They could still fall outside of that top 5.
Yeah.
There's too much that is against them right now for that to happen.
The lottery is the only thing that works in their favor is if they get lucky and jump back into it. I mean, he's asking for those who are just listening right now, watching the highlights of the Toronto Rangers game last night makes me nervous that Toronto could easily tank their way into a top 5 pick. They would have to lose basically all but like 4 or 5 games to end the season to realistically get like firmly into the top 5. to the point where 2 teams couldn't kick them out. I think they'll probably go just under 500-ish. I mean, they've lost 6 in a row, obviously. That works against what I'm saying, but they'll get a couple of wins. Their fan base will talk about how it screwed them over. They're doing the right thing for their squad right now, but in all likelihood, they sit 26th, 27th at the end of the year. And remember, all these other teams that are below them are also tanking. They're also selling pieces. They're also trying to get worse.
Vancouver is nakedly tanking right now.
Yeah.
For example.
It feels fresh because the Bruins somehow managed to do that by losing like 13 of their last 18 or whatever it was. And that shot them down the standings.
They lost 10 straight at one point, right? They lost 10 straight at one point.
Yes.
Year, right?
I thought they literally lost like 12 or something like that. I don't know. It was really bad. I blocked it out of my memory.
Good.
Kadri to Montreal heating up. Okay. Kadri getting moved like has to happen. I don't understand. I don't get it. And why they would keep him. Sorry for spamming because I didn't hear. Also, Shane Wright number. I don't remember you spamming, but all right. Shane Wright number this season is the numbers that Geeky had his first 2 years with Kraken. Now Geeky is good. Yeah. No, you and Andrew are very much the same page there.
Yep. Also, Jasmine, how dare you spam? I didn't see anything either.
Big fan of Jasmine over here. Jasmine's good stuff. What's awesome is they keep getting loser points. Yes, that is helpful. That is helpful. But still,
they have won 2 games in regulation in their last 19.
Holy, actually, all right. Maybe I got to change my tune. I would say still root for losses for Toronto because the odds of them falling hard enough are slim. I want to see them keep losing for now.
Fair.
If Toronto ends up in the lottery, does the top 5 protection kick in if the lottery puts Toronto into the top 5? Yes. So it depends on where they finally land. So if they get a lot, say they land 8th and we're like, oh, we got the 8th overall pick, but the lottery puts them at 3rd or 2nd or whatever, they get that pick. The top 5 protection covers them for that. It doesn't matter where you finish. It matters where the lottery ends up. Dickie Darkside gets it. Anything that belongs to the Leafs, man. If it's Bruins now, there's value in it. This is just how it works.
Guaranteed. Book it.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Death and taxes. Please explain how this condition with Toronto picking the team that gets the pick came to be. I've never heard that condition in any sport. I don't know. There was 2 trades they made. The trades didn't directly impact each other. The lot in trade, I think, came first. Would have had to have because it was so late in the day. My assumption is during the negotiations, they made it clear to the Bruins front office that, hey, if that pick lands here in 2027, that belongs to either you or Philly. And the Bruins had to sign off on that, which I think was an easy decision for them at that point. Because by the way, the Bruins assumed they were getting like, I don't know, a 22nd overall pick this year from the Leafs. No one expected them to bottom out like this.
Right.
Oh my God, they're really saying a 1st, a 3rd, and a prospect. Holy shit. That prospect better be nothing, and there better be retention. Like, what are we doing?
The prospect better be nothing.
Right? Am I wrong, though? Like, that can't be.
That better be a Jackson Edward type right there.
No shield. Close your ears, eyes. Leave the chat. I'm protecting my boy.
Close all of it.
Oh my gosh, if that's really the price for Shen, what could Zaka have gotten? You could have gotten 2 firsts for
okay.
Zaka.
It's okay. It's okay.
Give me
okay.
What's the next trade? Hold on. What's the next Edmonton first rounder that they have? Hold on.
The heat death of the universe.
They are next.
Honestly, serious answer. 2028.
I would trade for that. I would trade for that in a heartbeat. Like if I would find if there's a guy they value, like if they're like, we'll give you our 2028 for Arvidsson, I'm like, yes, yeah, absolutely. First of all, didn't we get him from you guys for like a 4th? But if you could find a way to get that pick, because that might be the year that McDavid's not there anymore, and obviously you're rolling the odds at this point, but I don't know what 2028 Edmonton looks like. I love when NBA teams do this, where they're like, we can't find the right value. We'll just take one of your firsts way down the road. Not even going to hurt. Not a big deal. And all of a sudden you get Jason Tatum in a year where you weren't even close to bottoming out. Yeah, I would be interested in that. Oh my gosh. Dude, I want to know what the Shen details really are. Tell me.
No, it is first or third in the prospect. That's been confirmed.
That's been confirmed, but the prospect and the retention is what I really want to know.
Yeah, fair.
Steve Dangle's got to be having a heart attack on stream right now, right? He's been screaming for them to trade for months.
Well, he was very happy with the Nick Waugh trade, to be fair.
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah, the first time of that is crazy. Can't believe the tears are affecting hockey now, too. That's funny. That's funny.
That's very good. You have to sell. Do you?
Oh, wait. The Bruins have to sell? I mean, no, they don't. They really don't have to.
Somebody just said you have to sell.
Don't have to do anything. If you traded the whole second line, you would get so much great value back, but the season's over. The season's super over.
Yeah, right.
Jasmine, of course. Of course. And I am rooting for you. Don't forget us little guys when you are a professional broadcaster.
Us little guys.
I love rooting on people who are like, well, okay, me little guy, and you big guy. Me little, you big. Me dumb, you smart.
That's correct.
Me gross and ugly, you handsome. All this, yeah.
That's correct. That's right. Keep going. I'm almost close.
These conditional picks are getting ridiculous. NHL should impose limits on conditions. Can't be first turns into a second if the moon's in retrograde. First of all, I would love that kind of trade. I disagree so hard because it's fucking funny. Like when people have so many asterisks on these trades, don't save the GMs from themselves. Let them make these mistakes. It's such good entertainment.
A kid turned into a second if the moon is in retrograde. I want that to be an actual condition. You get like a woo-woo GM that's like has like crystals and shit. They're all witchy.
Yep. I like that.
That'd be fun.
It's a good skit though. If Waugh gets a first,
write it down.
Zaka would get a first at this deadline. Zaka absolutely would get a first at this deadline. I think that's.
Would Zaka get multiple firsts?
You could make the argument if fucking Shen's getting a first, third, and a prospect. Steve Dangle gets way more views than Leafs with Leafs. Leafs losses. Got it. There's two messages. My brain didn't work. Yeah, of course he does because I tune in when they lose badly. Like this past couple of weeks, I've watched almost every episode of his because it's just been. I like when he's not doing the screaming thing and he's just defeated. Like that's my favorite version of Steve Dangle.
Man, you're dark.
No, come on. The guy's done it for 20 years. He's made a career out of this. Like, no one's feeling bad for the guy. He gets to live his dream. He gets to talk to these players, which I think I've noticed he's done less of over the past like couple of years. And I think it's because the players also hear what he says. And that's got to be a hard thing to marry. Sweeney said he's going to try to give his team a bump. He would like to give the team a bump. A hit of cocaine does count, by the way. It does.
Sure does.
So we've addressed this a little bit, but going back to this comment, better to sell than to sit on your damn hands. If you're talking about like, well, you should be moving off of guys like Peak, Asamont, see if there's value for Steves, and see if anyone wants Korpisalo, although I don't think there's a trade market. If you're talking about those guys, yeah, sure. Absolutely. I'm with you. I don't think you're wrong. But if you're talking about Zaka or Arvidsson or, whomever, there's a different conversation to be had about that. Because if you're selling just to sell or buying just to buy, it's a bad choice. There has to be an actual plan in place. The Bruins are in a playoff spot. They've agreed. They've earned a playoff spot up to this point. That's where we're at. And they're really trying to walk a tough line. They're really trying. So I think it's a little too simplistic to say, like, you're better off selling than doing nothing. Do I agree that long-term health, you could really boost some stuff? Sure. This I don't know how to explain this. You're just trying to marry like being competitive this season and also, not losing out and being ready for years down the road. Because the goal, again,
Right.
This is to your point, the commenter's point. The goal is to open a championship window, not simply make the playoffs. It's just you already are in a position to really bolster your team next year. And if the deals that are out there right now aren't helpful, you don't make them.
Can I add to this? Can I add to this?
Yeah, of course.
I think that trying and showing good faith in the room now with a decent chunk of these players that are still going to be here for multiple years will instill in the organization, which will have a long-term good effect in the room, which will establish winning, which is better to establish a winning culture on the inside. All of the outside stuff, drafting, developing, like you can criticize all of that, all that you want, but if you can do both. You can say, hey, look, you guys, I'm going to reward you for the season that you've had, but you guys all know the score. Showing that you have faith in these players is good for the growth of the franchise, as well as, the longer term growth of the franchise. So like if you're selling, that could be a huge hit longer term. If you go for broke here, that's a stupid move either way. But like if you do nothing because there's nothing there that's worth doing, like Arvidsson for a fifth, don't bother selling at that point.
Yeah. And that is the big thing there is this comment kind of leads into that too. There's no way in hell that Peak, Jokiharju, and Lohrei should all three be Bruins by the end of the hour, especially not in this market. Peak's value is not high. Like Peak has been awful this year. So I got to imagine that, and again, I have said trade Peak. I agree that Peak should not be here after the deadline. You don't keep the guy just for the sake of depth. But if someone's like, I'll give you a 6th rounder, you're like, what does that do for me? If someone says, I'll give you a 3rd rounder for Peak, you do it right this second, which I think is what we gave up for him in the first place. Mm-hmm. And he was looking terrible in Columbus too when we did that. Jokiharju, they're going to keep him around. They've liked his results with Zadorov in particular, although they've scratched him a couple of games now, so I don't know. But it seems like they like Jokiharju. And then Lohrei, I'm not moving off Lohrei.
I think they've scratched him to kind of be like, hey, here's this guy. Here's this Peak. He's 6'3". He's right-handed.
Yeah. Lohrei, I'm not moving unless I'm getting something I really like. Right? Like I'm not moving Lohrei unless I'm happy with that deal. Or I guess I'm saying I don't feel any pressure to move Lohrei. You guys touched on this on the pod, but where hypothetically do we see Hagens in a week or two? Andrew, do you want to tackle this first?
In a week or two? Well, that's kind of a loaded question because it just depends on what Boston College does. It depends on what Boston College does.
The assumption that their season ends, right? Like that Hagens has a choice of what to do next.
Yeah. I think he's in Boston.
Yeah. I think they do burn a year. Yeah. I think I'm putting too much stock in that. I think they burn a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Meaning he plays for Boston. Like they burn a year of his ELC.
Right, correct. Yes, he's in Providence, Boston. And then if Boston is eliminated from playoff contention, you can put Hagens down in the AHL and get him some playoff experience because the P Bruins in their league in the AHL are a fucking wagon right now. So,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe his asking price for Zacha and Peak were too high. Can't imagine his Peak asking price is absurd. But Zacha's asking price, I don't know, with some of these deals, Sweeney has been fairly good about not pricing himself out of certain things when he wants to move a player. Zacha still has a lot of value to the Bruins. A lot of value to the Bruins. It's just really,
and he's
really
not
hard to move off a player like that.
He has one more year on his deal as well.
Yeah, he's still team controlled. And speaking of Peak, another reason his cost shouldn't be very high. He's a true rental. This is the last year of his deal. I love the compliment to Sturm here, Derry. Like that's or Daryl. I couldn't tell if that was a one or an L at the end there. Daryl. This is just Sturm's done a great job this year for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no complaints about Sturm's job this year. He's done exceptionally. Well, yes, we do have complaints about Sturm, but in terms of where we thought this team would be.
This is one thing about when you're talking about teams and stuff when you're on the internet. It's like you can't criticize anyone without someone thinking that you hate the entire entity of the human being. We criticize the stuff that we can, and like Zadorov, I had to do a whole 180 on. Zadorov, I was like, I hate everything about his game. This sucks. Get out of here. And now I really like the player. But I don't know. I criticize Sweeney all the time for stuff, and I still like him as a GM.
Yeah, now I just hate most things about his game, but not everything. Progress.
There you go. I don't want to see Zaka go either. He's so versatile. Wait, am I missing something? Can Higgins play for Providence and then Boston? Like, yeah, he can come out of college and play in Providence and not as like an ATO and not burn one of his ELC years.
Yep.
But he cannot play for Boston this year without burning a year.
Correct.
Obviously, I should use the phrasing because not everyone entry-level contract is typically 3 years long. You would burn a year of that. I keep saying ELC and AT. Like, sorry. Reportedly, Philly's not moving Risto. Okay, that doesn't break my heart.
Sure. Geeky sucks.
Geeky is awful. That's right. Yes. Good. Keep it coming. He's terrible. We should shoot him.
Whoa.
That's too far.
Jesus Christ.
Too far. What's up with Steve's? Been out of the lineup, Andrew. What's up with Steve's?
Mikey Asamon is playing not like an asshole.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. So he'll be back. He'll be back. There's too much of a condensed schedule. A lot of these players are going to be playing a lot of these games. So
yeah. This is a interesting report. McMahon, as we get closer to the deadline, the price is lowered to a second-round pick. This is supposedly, of course. For the deals we've seen, McMahon for a second is an absolute steal, right?
Do you have to get rid of him at that point?
See, that's the thing. Is like that's such a mean.
He's a free agent after this year.
I don't think it's even that. Well, if I'm Toronto, I think I have the conversation with him, and I know it doesn't typically work out this way. But being like, if you like it here, we want to have you back, but we have to do right by what the future of this team looks like. I think it's malpractice not to trade McMahon. I really do. I can't believe that they can't get more than a second, though.
What did Colorado want that they balked at? Is what I want to know.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, please. They're talking about Detroit getting Justin Falk. I would hate if the Bruins traded for this guy. It doesn't make any sense.
Wait, Detroit getting Falk?
There's just comments about it sounds like they're involved in those talks. I do not want the Bruins to be in on Falk. I don't even understand why they would be.
I can't imagine that they actually are.
Right? Right? It just doesn't. There's so many reports about it, but oh, we're down to 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. It's getting close.
Holy shit!
Wow, we've already been streaming for a couple hours here. This is crazy.
I kind of love it. It's kind of great.
The good news here is we'll go maybe 10, 15 minutes after 3 o'clock, and then if there's nothing, we'll kind of end it. Last year we were here till 4:30, almost 5, I think. As we're waiting for details.
Yeah. What's going to happen? I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. We're going to stop this stream at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time, and then something huge is going to come up.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Nothing ever happens.
How do I even recap this deadline in a video? I have nothing to talk about. I might just guest spot with Court, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, for real.
Nothing ever happens.
Well, you can do.
What can I do? It sounded like you had an idea. What can I do? Hold on. What can I do?
Somebody should donate $500 to the chat, and he pulls his dick out.
Don't do that, because I'm not refunding it, and I'm not whipping my dick out. Just telling you right now, this is a video, this is verbal confirmation that will not come back to you, and I will not pull my penis out. That's not happening.
Pull my penis.
Pull my penis out. Not just Boston. So many teams where we anticipate trades haven't done anything. They haven't done much. That's true. The prices have been absurd.
Seller's market, but was a buyer's market, right?
I fell for it too. I really did. Sarah Siv had this great tweet where she was like, "I marked safe from ever believing this was a buyer's market," and it made me feel like a dumbass. And whenever tweet gets me like that, when it really hits me right to my core, I'm like, "That was a good tweet. Good job by you." What about for $5? I'm not gonna start selling my body online again. So Ian can review all the wedding candies. That's true. I could do that. That'd be great.
Flyers did not get their price for Rasmus Ristolainen and will not be moving him.
I'm so comfortable with that. McMahon to Colorado for that second. Is that what happened?
Nope.
The attempts at
Rasmus
the fake super chats
Ristolainen will not move.
I really enjoy these attempts. This is good stuff. Dignity for a fifth in cash considerations. How much is the cash? I don't have a ton of dignity. Like it's not that hard. It's a buyer's market. It's a seller's market. Fuck it. There is no market.
Glass half empty. It's a buyer's market. Glass half full. It's a seller's market. This market, there's no glass.
There's no glass or water or anything in it. Don't want to see low qual's junk? Okay. Rude.
Well, you do know that is reverse psychology.
Oh, see, thank you. You almost got me there. You tricky. You almost got me there. I felt a twitch for a moment, Peak for Carlo. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. Oh, this is a great one. I agree. We might really need a Kusi jersey. We really might.
Have you seen Husnadinov's jersey that he wore at the KHL?
No.
It's fucking beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. Go look it up.
It's the CKA one?
No. It's the one, it's baby blue with that Jaguar on it. That jersey fucks.
I can't find it. I'll have to look it up later when I can really dive in.
Hang on, I have a link. I'm gonna text. I have a link. I'm gonna text it to you. Hang on.
Okay, great. No one else gets to see it.
Nope, nobody. Nope.
He's pulling out his sweetness.
Got it. Got him.
You've got a couple people in here who's pretty excited about what you're talking about. Oh, where's that Minton jersey? I can't curse Minton, dude. Like when I buy someone's jersey, it's we're putting them through the ringer, right? It's why I don't have a geeky jersey yet. Like they're really gonna have to outplay some bad juju. So I can't do it to Minton yet.
Yeah, we should all have learned this by now.
Yeah. It's right there if you look. I would have put Husnadinov KHL. Probably should have put jersey, idiot. Oh my god. Nice. Yes, that is sick. I'm an idiot. Why am I the dumbest human being on the planet? Well, I can think of a couple. I'm like bottom 10, but like maybe not the dumbest.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I get this thing? This thing's fucking nasty.
Right?
Please,
it's on eBay for like $300.
Oh, God, that's so much money. It has pit
Quick,
stains.
somebody donate $300 to the super chat.
I will buy it this moment if you do that. I will literally buy it right this second. Is this a like game worn one? Oh, hold on.
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's game worn, but it's certainly fucking nasty.
There's one for 105.
Oh, get that one. $105 in the super chat. Let's go.
I like he's begging for money for me, by the way. He's just begging.
Yes, I am your wingman.
Why,
guys? We are at 1 minute. We're at 1 minute.
I kind of really do want this. All right, we're gonna really consider this. We're gonna really consider this. This is sick. I don't have a jersey anything like this. In fact, I don't think I have a KHL jersey. Did Ian get to eat? Absolutely my video did not.
Yeah, my video craps out every time. I need a new computer. That's okay though. We're poor. Donate to the super chat so I can get new computers.
You know, I feel you. I was also kind of looking forward to this. This is a tough deadline. I feel you guys. I do appreciate all of you. I mean, I've had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. But man, this is a bummer. This is a bummer.
All right. Okay, grain of salt. I'm getting a report that the central registry is kind of jammed, that there's a lot of trades on the back. Grain of salt. Grain of salt, though. Okay.
You know how dumb that would be, though? Because you're like, wait, nothing's been happening, but somehow you guys are still backed up?
Well, I mean, with all of the, oh, wait, we have a deal. Wait, shit, we forgot to ask the person for a fucking, if they'll waive their no-move clause.
Ooh, Tia makes a really good point. Don't give money to the KHL.
No, but you wouldn't be buying it off of a KHL. You'd be buying it off eBay, who somebody else bought it off the KHL.
That's true. I just have to find one that's not like directly to. Oh my God, there's a lot of these. Mitchkov played for the same team, huh? Interesting. All the authentic looking ones are
no, but Tia is absolutely right.
Yeah, Tia is right. I didn't even think about that. I'm just a dumb American consumer. Leave me alone. So, which team?
Yep, exactly.
The Leafs scratching.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a good point. The Leafs scratching McMahon, Lawton, and OEL and not trading any of them. Yikes.
Fire Treliving. Fire Treliving.
That's brutal. Mike, thank you for the kind words. Oh, thank you for the kind words, my friend. This is a brutal deadline. Absolutely brutal deadline. If you're trying to fax your trade to the NHL, please stay in line. All right, Greg. All right.
Red Wings, it looks like. Yep. Looks like it's breaking through from Jeremy Rutherford, St. Louis insider. McMahon was not traded, by the way.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I honestly, weird to say, really looking forward to Steve Dangle's recap video after this. Oh, he's going to lose it. Oh, it might be one of the super shouty ones, though. I don't really like those. We're going to hang out for the next 10 to 15, guys. We're going to see if anything arrives. We got well over 300 people in the chat hanging out. I missed a super chat. Sorry, there's been some fake ones, so it's been difficult to spot them all.
I'm telling you, one of those big ones are real.
They're not, but I appreciate that. Well, the $50 one is. That was huge. Lord Lambda, again, thank you so much for your generosity. Sleepy Sween slept through another deadline.
McMahon to Seattle. They're coming through now.
Oh, McMahon is getting traded then.
Yep.
Yeah. Dangle is a tool. I don't know Dangle as a person. I just, I watch his YouTube channel sometimes.
I
how
have
much Dangle do you watch?
I have his book. He actually seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. I don't watch a ton of Dangle. It's only when it's like situations like this where it's just life is bad for him. More super chats. Levi, thank you so much. Start saving for that koozie jersey. I appreciate you. That's so generous of you. Thank you. Oh man, having an excuse to buy a jersey like that. You guys are the best. You guys are really great. You guys are really great.
Exactly. Falk to Detroit, McMahon to the Kraken.
I love this question. What are the Kraken doing? Their best, and it's not very good.
They're acquiring Bobby McMahon. Haven't you heard?
He's a good meat and potatoes guy. Like I like McMahon. It's just, why are you buying a rental? Why are you spending assets on a rental? I don't get that. Wild done for the day. The Wild are probably the team that improved the most at the deadline, right? Or at least the deadline week.
Okay, the Kraken. Bobby McMahon has been traded for a 2027 second and a 2026 fourth.
Something's better than nothing. And if the Kraken can re-sign him, I like it for him. I do. He's a good player. That's all I got. That's all I got there. Do we still don't know the fucking stipulations around the Shen deal? Can we, please?
The only thing I know is it's a first and a third and a prospect by the name of Aiden Thompson.
Okay, so we know who the prospect is. That's something. Or I guess no is used kind of loosely here. 24-year-old center / left winger, shoots left. He's 5'11", 180 pounds. He has 15 points in 40 games in the AHL this year. This is a completely non-relevant prospect, which makes that trade a little more tolerable.
Justin Falk is for a first and a third.
I mean, sure, with the prices being what they are, I'm super glad the Bruins didn't do that, obviously. How much? He has one more year after this one, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, he'll help on the back end, I guess. But I wonder how Jobby feels about that one. Oh, yeah, hold on. I'll show you what he feels. Better than nothing. Okay.
Oh, God. Sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's... Falk sucks.
I love this. People, I like how I'm bad at promoting myself and doing like all of that stuff, but people do it for me. They just throw it in the chat. I really like that. Thank you guys. Super duper mega awesome chat for $40. Because with no message behind it, just for the love of the game, trying to fool a man. I love it. I appreciate that. In my opinion, I'm glad we're both going for Thomas. I feel he's a bit pricey for what he is, especially if he had to give up Hagens. I'm glad we're both going for Thomas.
I think that's
not going for
not
Thomas.
Going for Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think he does. And I agree. I would have loved Thomas, and I would have. I mean, in Hagen's 1-for-1, I would have done that all day. They never would have done that.
Ryan Strome to Calgary.
Why? That's not real, right?
It's real. It's from Friedman.
Huh.
Probably after the emergence of Seneca, Strome became sort of redundant. But why are you buying Ryan Strome?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I got to see what that return is, because what? I don't get it. Did Anaheim need to make space?
Possibly. Oh, more details of the Falk trade. Justin Hall is going to St. Louis as well.
Oh, sure. That's I can't imagine that changes anything for John B there. Oh no, we got some bummers in the chat for Sturm. That sucks. I'm sorry. Your emotional support. Well, I guess. Well, he was like a second liner for them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
God, they have so much cap space. Why did they even need to do this? Oh, they have to sign fucking everyone next year. Holy shit.
Who, Calgary?
Anaheim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have to sign.
So it's just here we go.
Oh, wow. Cutter Gauthier, Carlson, they have to sign. I guess if they want to extend John Carlson, Trouba, or Gudas, all of them are UFAs. Mintyukov.
Ryan Strome for a 7th-round pick.
Yeah, I literally think they just
7th-round pick.
I think they're about to hit the books hard, and they're like, let's just get rid of about $5 million there. Maybe he was just the odd guy out. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, just a cap dump. That makes sense.
I'm
there's a little nervousness energy here. The Bruins didn't do anything, it looks like. Which is, I mean, at least defensible. But, yeah, I mean.
Are you well, there's still trades coming through, so don't let's not yet.
No, Bruins didn't do anything.
The Rangers did not move Vincent Trocheck.
So, yes, no, they didn't. So I was making faces. Do you feel the Sabres will make a run?
Jonathan Drouin.
Oh.
As part of the Shen deal.
What?
The Blues get
Drouin was
Drouin
in
deal.
I forgot Drouin was in New York. For some reason, I thought he was still in Colorado.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he's done nothing in New York this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. The 4 p.m. press conference for Sweeney. I will tune in a little bit, but I'm not going ham on that. Do you feel the Sabres will make a run or be first-round exits? I'd be surprised if they're a first-round exit, honestly. I think they've been playing some damn good hockey. But the East has a lot of teams that can go on a run. I think it's going to be really hard to predict on the Eastern side this year.
Yep. There is a large queue according to multiple sources. So let's hope. Let's hope there's something.
Yep. Ian actively trying not to get his hopes up. The Bruins didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. Nothing happened. It's not real.
Nothing is real.
Nothing. All right, I'm feeling squirrely at this point. I heard some people talking that the Thomas thing was a hoax to bring in some interest on Blues players. I heard a lot of that as well. That feels like a middle school move. just fucking talk to people. Just do your job. I don't know. Yeah. McMahon for a second and a fourth. That's fine. What fan base is going to have the biggest crash out of this deadline? It's not going to be the Bruins, right? The Bruins are mostly going to be Bruins fans.
It's probably going to be the Blues.
You think?
It's probably going to be the Blues. Either that or Toronto.
Well, state your case.
There was a lot of moves they could have made, and they made one.
That's a good point. Man, people are really adamant that like the Bruins not doing stuff was like a huge issue. He even said we were fence sitters.
Yeah, no.
Like he had prepared us for this.
Yeah. He wanted to give us a bump. It just sat, guys, like everybody who's getting disappointed, listen to the first, I would say 5 minutes of that press conference on Tuesday. We are not going to sacrifice what we built last year just to add to the roster.
Yeah. And you also,
exact quote,
you don't get to be sad about us not buying, especially when you look at the cost of these players and the quality of players that got moved for the most part. Like we can't be upset that we didn't buy. You could be upset that they didn't sell, but that is that's going to be an opinion-based thing. Like you think the team should have said, "Screw this season. We're better off for the future doing that," and that's just a fundamental difference of approach to it. So like you have well within your rights to complain about that. But if you're upset they didn't buy, I don't know. This seems like the kind of deadline where it's pretty easy to convince yourself like buying was a bad idea.
First, third, whole fuck. People are disappointed because it's disappointing.
Man, is there no retention on this?
I'm disappointed that Peak didn't move.
That I am. I am disappointed that like this is the one criticism I would have is like you held on to a guy for the sake of depth, and you could have gotten something out of that. We think maybe everyone was like, I'm not giving you a third or fourth for Peak. Ooh, Ottawa should be upset.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah.
Why should Ottawa be upset? State your case on that.
Well, so I agreeing with Tyler here because they're unlikely to make the playoffs, right? I'm not saying they're not, but they're unlikely. And it feels like they've got movable pieces. Wow, they are actually only 4 points out now, aren't they? Man, the Bruins have really opened the door back up, didn't they? But it feels like Ottawa had moves they could make for the long-term health here. Let me go.
Scott Lawton was traded.
Video. Oh, so they did manage to do. Okay,
Scott Lawton was traded.
All right,
it's coming through right now. Yep.
All right, so we were laughing at them for not trading 3 of these guys, and 2 of them actually got moved.
Yep. Good. You know what? I will slightly pull back my criticism of that.
Yeah. Thank you. Another super chat, a real one. Hold on. I'm going to figure out this username. No, I'm not. KP Traders, whatever that's supposed to be. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Tomorrow never knows the walrus mashup kind of morning in the PNW. I greatly appreciate your generosity. Greatly.
Go get some wings, dude. Like,
I'm so hungry. I think me and Court are doing something at 4 though, so it's gonna be a little later tonight that I'm able to truly unwind.
Eat on the stream. Fuck it.
No, God, I hate when people do that. I really hate when people do that. I hate watching people eat. I've done it before at like quick little bites, but I really hate when people do that. Wow, Druin has not been good this year, huh? Woof.
No, he's been awful.
Wow. All right. Okay. If the Mark Allred, if the
Lawton to the Kings.
Who? What?
The Kings.
Lawton
went to the Kings.
Why?
Oh, what did Allred say? Oh my God.
No, this was repost from hours ago, I guess. But if Arvidsson rumors are true, I don't hate it. And I'm like, wait, didn't he start the rumors? Okay. Anyway, eating wings on stream is diabolical. I agree, Morgan. I agree. Some people are really into it though.
I think that's called vor.
Oh well, I don't like that word. I don't know what it means. I do not like that word.
No, he's going to wax poetic about Rizzo for 30 minutes.
Do you think he'll do the like? It's hard. Do you think he's going to say it's hard to do this stuff? You know,
I hope not. God, that comes out of his mouth. Oh my God, I will be so angry.
Today I made 16 calls. 16 So,
Fletcher.
Yeah, okay, so Thomas is in the camp of like, he got to move off a couple of these guys. Like, I understand keeping Arvidsson if you didn't find value out there, but the Peak stuff is just why. But maybe literally it was like, no one wants Peak, no one wants him. Maybe that was true. He's been that bad this year.
It might be. That might just be it.
This is the talking point.
There's no way he extends, right?
No. But this is a talking point I really like. So this is something actually we kind of hinted at in the last episode. Nobody talks about the playoff hockey is a different animal. This Bruins team might surprise people. Look at St. Louis in 2019. Thanks for that one. I have faith in the character of this team. So, yes, this Bruins team is capable of upsetting other teams and going on a run, I think. It feels unlikely, but that's the point of an 8th seed. It should be unlikely, especially when you're this bad on the road. That being said, one of the arguments for not selling was this is a playoff style team, more or less. And if you're really going to put faith in it, it's hard to sell. It's hard to sell. But you do got to make it there. Holy shit. Someone just bought me
You just got $100.
I just got $100. Oh. Hi, Mark. How are you?
Mark, you should at this point just jump on the chat. You should just jump in the stream.
Thank you very much. This is incredibly generous of you. This will help with the enjoyment of the bachelor party for sure. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to buy a Who's Nadinov jersey.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you. I never know how to properly express it, but that's crazy. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Man. Thank you. Oh my God. Marcus, that is so generous, man.
And then somebody also went with hi, Mark. Oh, an all-timer. Those who get it. That's so great. I got to go back and watch that one of these days.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark, seriously, thank you so much. That's incredible. That is incredible. I thank you. The Mark's going to the wedding. I got to send an invite out. Send me the address.
Yep.
China trades Matthews for another 59-year supply of Prozac. Okay, well that's a trade. That's a trade. New best man. The only news. I should text him.
Yes.
Yeah, I should text him right now and be like, "Hey, man, you've got some competition. I'm gonna need you to send me $101, like ASAP." Yeah, crazy. Mark, thank you again. Thank you. Ooh, you know who we didn't say for most upset? Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah.
I saw something in the chat. I want you to highlight it. From RF198. I think Sweeney is punishing this team for getting poked in Nashville. This team is not that terribly run where that decision was made last night. This decision to stand pat was made long before this. Or not stand pat, rather, but not move off of what the value of the tradable assets were.
I do think the loss last night was jarring enough to really make everyone stop and just go, okay, let's make sure we're on the right path here. I do think the decision was made before that game. I don't think that game got ignored, though. I think it's somewhere in between where they had made the decision. And that's, you go back to the presser earlier in the week and where he talked about, we're fence sitters. I'd like to give them a bump, but we're fence sitters. That game was bad enough to truly make you go, hold on. The analytics crowd is telling me the team's not very good. The results haven't been very good outside of the break. The play that we're watching has been just rough in general. How much can we count on super unbelievable goaltending to get us there? There's just enough stuff that comes from that performance that does make you pause. So I think saying that he's punishing them, I think that was just a play of words to get across. I think that had an effect. I don't think he's literally sitting there and be like, well, fuck you guys. But I don't think that's a point that RF1 is making. It's just a way to kind of emphasize that, yeah, I think there's doubt was built up through that loss a little bit. But I do agree that decision has already been made before that game.
Yeah.
Jared, thank you for your generosity for the triple bears and the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yo, am I getting a cut of this? Oh my god.
Yeah, I've got to send you the $2 Canadian. Remember?
Oh yeah. Isn't that like $2.66?
I will share the funds with Andrew. Everybody, I will. Not the $100. Yeah, he specifically said local all. That's for me, but no. I also the timing for everything this season. I really need the Bruins to not only make the playoffs, but like probably make it through a round, because I get back from Italy on like the 20th of April. I'm gonna miss the tail end of the season and then probably the first couple of games of the playoffs. So that's gonna be tough. This changes everything. RF1 says, I meant to say pegged, by the way. Now I'm really interested. I mean, not interested. This is on the internet. Internet's forever. That's a problem. We're going to move on. Do you think
everybody, he likes getting pegged?
That was my own fault. Do you think Sweeney is looking at players coming in from college and joining the team as deadline acquisitions, and that's why he didn't make any moves? I think it plays a role. I wouldn't say for certain that that's like why he wouldn't make moves, but I do think it plays a role that he has some confidence that he's getting some bottom six help potentially, particularly in Hagens. And I like that someone pointed out Gasso, because I had really glossed over that. Gasso is very likely to start in the AHL, but they do think very highly of him. This is a great 100%. Yeah, this is a great point from Scary Ellie. I wouldn't have paid the assets needed for the folks who were available. We watched those deals. I don't think anyone was super comfortable in this team's current positioning to make the deals that we saw made.
I think a lot of teams were uncomfortable. I mean, some teams made a lot of moves, but like there were a lot of other teams that like just stood pat.
Yeah. God, this is a bad deadline, honestly. Really bad deadline. South Park Jimmy. Yeah, okay. So like another one where you're like, okay. Do you think there was real smoke to the Nemec rumor? I do. I think the Devils are that dumb. I think there was something, and I think it didn't get done because the asking price must have been unbelievable. And it should have been. It should have been. Oh no, people are already like, this is on social media, but people are actually like, well, what are we going to do this summer now? I'm like, give me a minute. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing this summer.
Oh my God. Ian.
What?
Ian. What? The New York Islanders have extended Jean-Gabriel Pageau to a 3-year contract extension.
Oh my God. That guy's Teflon, man.
Oh my God.
He is an Islander. He's a Bruins killer. We're laughing, but he's a Bruins killer.
Yeah, but 3-year extension?
Yeah, no, bad.
Yeah.
But he is a Bruins killer.
Yeah, fair.
Andrew still owes us drinks, so don't share shit with that dude. I mean, he makes a great point.
I mean, well, first of all, how do you expect me to buy you drinks if I don't have the money to buy you drinks?
Also, that's a really good point, too. Deadline is going to suck for a couple of years, to be honest. The cap is going up too fast, and teams can just hold their guys and re-sign. I disagree. I understand where you're coming from, but I think I disagree on that one. I think that the deadlines are still going to wax and wane as they usually do, and we'll have some good ones, we'll have some bad ones. I don't think the cap really is going to have that much of an effect on that. Yeah. If anything, it's going to make them more brazen to make really bad deals. In my mind. Nemec was the only trade I would have been pumped for if it didn't involve Hagens. I wouldn't say it's the only one, but it was one on my list of like, I would love that. I would love that.
I would have loved Nemec. I would have loved Simon Nemec.
I would have given up probably more than I should have in that trade. But I would not have given up Higgins in it. The need for a true one.
Vancouver has traded Boston for a 6th.
2 years ago, I talked about getting Risto from the Blackhawks. Maybe 3 years. Sure. Like, whatever. That's inconsequential. Now Sweeney gets to say he did something. There you go. There we go. There's your
and you know what the connection is?
The Boston connection.
Sturm coached Reichel in the Olympics.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Also, ew. I hate this trade, but fine. Fucking fine. For a 6th?
Yeah,
fine.
What do you mean you hate it? What do you mean? How do you hate it?
It's almost not hateable, but it's like I'm not a fan of the player. Like, I'm not a fan of the player. I've never been a fan of the player. A lot of teams have given him chances, but he's kind of pissed away.
Yes,
but
I don't think this is going to be.
This is a cool
for us.
player.
Yeah, it's a 6th round pick. Like, what do I care? Like, it's yeah.
It's like, why do I don't give a shit.
Reichel is going to be nasty. I don't know, man. He's 23, and every part of his game, whenever he's played at the NHL level, has looked like ass. Every part of it, other than he's pretty quick, I think. But I love your optimism.
I said that. He had 1 2-week stretch where he was unconscious, but other than that,
yeah. Jeez. Well, we did something, guys. We did something.
Let's see.
It's 3.
It's definitely a nothing trade. Court. You're right. It's definitely a nothing trade. I just don't like the player.
It's 3:30. I'm closing up shop. It's time.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the last game he played was November 28th.
Hey, he's had a lot of time to work on his game. So
1 assist in 14 games in Vancouver.
Great. Although, it's Vancouver. No one's having a good time there. No one's having a good time.
That's very true. Bruins are done for the day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, thank you everyone for hanging out. This was great. Not the trade deadline, but hanging out with you guys. We got to talk about candy and food and Court. I will see you soon, my lovely little lady. But we're gonna have to talk about probably something other than the deadline. But seriously, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you everyone, including Mark. I want to throw that out there, including Mark for the super chats. But seriously, everyone who donated, thank you so much. That does go to the wedding fund and bachelor party fund. Maybe a Who's Nadinov jersey. So we'll see how I want to blow the money, and then $2 will go to Andrew.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice jersey.
I'll give you my PayPal.
I think I already have it. And then Court Higgins. There you go. Yep. Seriously, guys, thank you for hanging out. This was great. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Bees!
Go Bees!